Colin says he's been subscribed for at least 10 years. Oh, man. Oh, it's time. Here we go. Here we go, people.
Thank you for joining us for our first event of 2022. Today we have some great announcements to share.
All right, so again, because of copyright and stuff, I can't. I'm going to have the audio going.
So let's start with Apple TV Plus.
But I can't just rebroadcast the entire video. But I will be switching in as we go along here. Let me get this a little better. So as we go along here, I will be switching back and forth between the video. I have a link in the description where you can pull up the entire video. But again, because of copyright, I just can't rebroadcast the entire video. All right. Am I interested in reviewing the stem player? I actually have it. Look at that. Kanye Tuda. It's actually a pretty fun little device.
Joel Cohen's The Tragedy of Macbeth, starring Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand.
And how's the? Can y'all hear the audio from the actual event? How's that sound?
Including Best Actor. Remarkably, this is Denzel's 10th Academy Award nomination. And Coda.
I was like, why can't I hear it? But my freaking earbuds died.
Including Best Picture. Coda is a powerful and inspiring story which broke barriers.
Yeah, it's a fail of my apple juice. You can't hear the audio from the stream?
Who became the first deaf male actor to be nominated for an Oscar. Now let's take a quick look at these Apple original films and some more incredible ones coming soon.
I have an idea.
You don't think you're hearing the audio either?
Just take a deep
Huh.
breath.
Let me fix it here. Oh, there it is. You hear it now? Okay, cool.
Turn on the spotlight.
Turn up a little bit
No
more.
more anticipation. No. History in the making.
You're the girl with the deaf family?
Yeah.
Now go in and tell them we on the way.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle
Info
toward
here
my
about some
hand.
of the Apple TV content.
How many others are out there?
Buckle up, it's gonna be quite a ride.
All right, audio's good now?
It's a
Okay,
Christmas
cool.
present.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be too loud or too
Christmas
low.
carol?
So when I
No.
talk.
Well, yes.
I found an actual lucky
In the
pen.
chat, it's probably a
and
little
what
bit
did I
delayed,
do?
too, so.
Lost it.
Just how unlucky are you?
You just talked.
Turn the desktop audio down just a little bit more there.
The greater the spy, the bigger the lie.
Animosity said no Apple video. Yeah, I can't rebroadcast the entire stream, but I will be popping in the video like this, like that, and all around, especially as we get to the really good stuff. So now they're doing like something, But now we're going to be here. So I put a link down below in the description of this video, so you can click on that and you can go watch the event alongside my commentary if you want to. But we're going to be doing our live reaction to the stuff that's happening.
The future.
I appreciate you hanging out, Jake Shaw.
We hope you'll love these amazing movies as much as we do. They bring drama, suspense,
All right, turn it down a
and
little
joy
bit
to
more.
our lives. And with Apple TV Plus, we're always looking for new ways to bring more of this to you. And with that in mind, we've got something exciting to share.
They do. My earbuds do match my shirt. All right, they said they got something exciting to share here, so we got something new coming. Oh, here we go. They're going to be doing some live sports streaming. I knew Apple has been working on this. This is big. And I didn't notice my earbuds match my shirt. But they do. I like that. These are the Pixel Buds. This is big. They get into sports streaming.
Introducing Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus. Tune
Friday
in
Night
on
Baseball.
Friday nights for 2 games you can only see on Apple TV Plus. We're really excited about this. This is going to be the best way to watch baseball on your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and anywhere that Apple TV Plus is available. And now, let's turn to our products, starting with iPhone. iPhone 13 is incredible. It features our powerful A15 Bionic chip. And together with iOS 15, the world's most advanced
about iPhone now.
operating system,
Let's go.
iPhone 13 delivers experiences
iPhone SE
like
probably.
cinematic mode, ProRes video, provides all-day battery life.
Yeah, discarded
and
foot.
powers
That's gonna
stunning
piss some people
graphics
off.
on the immersive Super Retina XDR display. In addition to all of its great capabilities, people also love the design of iPhone 13 and its wide range of beautiful colors. So today,
How many of y'all have
we're
the iPhone 13?
introducing two gorgeous new finishes.
Oh, new colors for the iPhone 13. Ooh-wee. Look at that. I love this green color. And it matches. So this new iPhone matches my shirt too. See, I told you I predicted this, people. I predicted this. Wow. That color, this color looks really good. Look at that.
iPhone 13 looks stunning in this bold new green with its precision milled back glass.
That's that army
and
green.
color-matched
That's that
aluminum
army green
edges.
right there, people.
And iPhone 13 Pro in a sophisticated new Alpine green joins the most pro lineup we've ever created. You can pre-order these new models starting this
I don't need
Friday,
it,
and
but
they
I
will
want
be
it.
available on March 18th.
I don't need the new color.
Apple Silicon. The development of Apple Silicon was inspired by
Oh, just getting
iPhone
started, Paul.
and has
Just getting
delivered
started.
cutting-edge performance.
Yeah, they usually
and
lead with
capabilities
the
for
kind of
many
boring
years.
stuff, but it's just getting started.
Continues to
But I like
have
the
a
new color.
phenomenal impact on our products and the industry. In addition to industry-leading performance per watt, Apple Silicon delivers many other advancements. The custom-built image signal processor drives our dynamic camera experiences. The neural engine unlocks breakthrough machine learning capabilities.
All right.
The secure enclave protects the biometric information used
talking about
in
some little
Face ID
Apple silicone
and
here.
Touch ID.
Silicon.
These are just a few
Keep
of
saying
the
silicone.
innovations enabled by
Silicon.
Apple Silicon that makes our product such a huge hit with customers.
All right.
And today, we're bringing our extraordinary A15 Bionic chip to another iPhone.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
The new
iPhone SE.
iPhone SE. From the very beginning, we designed iPhone SE to include some of our most
What brand is my
advanced
shirt? This is
features
actually
and
just American
technologies
Apparel.
while delivering the
I
iPhone
get these off on
experience
Amazon.
at
So
an
American
incredible
Apparel. This
price.
is their.
This is important for our existing
what's the actual
users
name
who
of this
want
shirt?
a smaller iPhone and a great value. It's also been an incredibly popular model with
go get
new
it real quick.
iPhone users. And we're continuing to add new users to iPhone at a faster pace. In fact, this past fall, we've added more new users to the iPhone 13 lineup than in each of the previous 5 launches. And we're
So this
excited
shirt is
for the
their
iPhone SE to build on this momentum. Now,
50-50.
here's Francesca to tell you more.
Doesn't really say it on here. Let me go to my Amazon.
The same chip as an
Yeah, but
iPhone
I
13.
get these plain shirts. I love these
Bringing
plain
this
color
level of
shirts.
performance
They look really
to our
good.
most affordable phone is something only
Yeah,
Apple
Greg,
can
the
do.
stream has started yet.
A15
They're getting
Bionic
through a lot of
makes
the,
nearly every
you know, they announced a new
experience
color for, new
better.
green
From
color for the
simple things
iPhone
like launching
13
apps,
series.
scrolling through photos,
Now they're talking about the
to
iPhone
intense
SE has the
workflows like
A15
processing
Bionic in it
information on the
now.
fly.
And that's pretty much it.
The A15
They're
Bionic
going to be
has a
streaming some
powerful
baseball games
6-core
too.
CPU to handle demanding
But because of
tasks
copyright, again, I'm just going to be
smoothly
popping
and
in and out of
efficiently.
here of the video.
It's up to 1.8 times faster than iPhone 8 and even faster compared to older models. This CPU is faster than all the competition at any price. The 4-core GPU is great for graphics-intensive use cases
Now I'm looking up,
and delivers a monumental
but I'm looking up an
improvement for
American
people
Apparel
upgrading.
shirt here.
That
I love the
means when you
randomness of my
buckle up
streams.
for a race
So
and
yeah,
Apple
so
updates
the person
next
asked about my
release,
shirt. It's the
here
American
close to
Apparel
Raleigh, the
men's
realistic
50-50
graphics make
crew
you feel
neck
just like you're on the
short
roads
sleeve
of
shirt.
Tuscany,
You can get it
behind
on
the wheel of
Amazon,
your
and
dream
they have a bunch
car.
of different colors for it.
Apps can take advantage of the
50-50 crew neck
16-core neural
short
engine,
sleeve
perfect
American
for
Apparel.
machine learning tasks and capable of 15.8 trillion
All right, still just talking about
operations
this
per second, which is 26
Bionic.
times faster than iPhone 8.
Which basically
And
the
if you're
iPhone
upgrading
SE is going to
from
be
a
the
phone
fastest
without
phone in
an
this
Unveiled
price
engine,
range.
It unlocks
I'm
new
summing
ways
it
to
up for
use
you
your
right there.
iPhone
It's going to be the
that make
fastest
your
phone in
life
this price
easier.
range.
Like live text. Point your camera at text.
Yeah, we're still
and
waiting
at
for the good
top,
stuff here. We're waiting for the
you
good
can
stuff.
copy it, translate it, make a call, or send an email.
Lud Mad, you say you've been a fan from old days. Look, I appreciate you stopping in.
It features our iconic
I'm telling you, at this age of my YouTube career,
fantastic
you know, you all have got me here to this point, and you guys are keeping me going. So I appreciate everyone in here stopping by. Again, make sure you stay tuned for the end. We'll be doing a giveaway of something today. It says Mac Studio, but if they don't announce it, we'll do like an iPad or SE or something. We'll be giving away something here for people in the chat room. I'm not announcing this on any of my social media or nothing, so it's gonna be just for you all here watching. So, and we'll figure out how to do it. I didn't think about it beforehand, so we'll probably just do like I'll get like a random question, and you got the first person to answer it wins or something. We'll see.
iPhone SE has the home button with touch
US
ID
only too.
for
Sorry,
a
y'all.
secure,
I just want to be able to ship
private,
it
and
from.
easy way to unlock your iPhone.
Are we getting a new MacBook Air today? I don't know. We might see some new updates with the. It's kind of up in the air for all the Macs. You might see a new iMac, new Mac Mini, and new MacBooks.
Our latest battery chemistry and internal design.
The 4S was a great design.
And we're bringing 5G to our most affordable
5G.
iPhone. So iPhone SE can take advantage of the latest generation of technology. You get super fast downloads and uploads.
And this really, this is not a big announcement, but we got 5G.
In more
there it
places.
is.
Like
5G and the SE.
with
All these
high-quality
things are like, I still
HD
love.
calls,
Where's my SE
even
at?
when you
I had
aren't
it
on
somewhere
Wi-Fi.
over here.
Or enjoying your favorite movies with friends using SharePlay, or playing multiplayer online.
This phone
games.
is still a great phone for most iPhone users, to be
SE
honest with
also
you.
has some of our latest
Most people
camera
don't need a
innovation.
lot of power.
The 12-megapixel
They don't really
camera
care about
and
that stuff.
A15 Bionic create a new camera system that enables powerful
This one,
computational
good.
photography.
Can't complain too much, but
Deep fusion
we're waiting for the good
optimizes
stuff,
for
people.
text
So let me go into the
detail
chat room here
in
as we wait
every
for all
part
of
the
this.
photo.
And is the audio good for y'all? Is the
Flash
audio of the
4
stream and
has
my audio from my
individual
microphone still good for
adjustments
everyone?
color,
I want to make sure it has a
contrast,
good
and
balance.
noise
So hopefully,
to subjects and the background.
just let me know in the chat.
Photographic style is your preferred
Why would you want the
style
SE? Well, I
automatically to
just
the
know a
image
lot of
pipeline
people
during
who
capture,
they
while
don't really
preserving
care about
video.
upgrading the phone. Really, the only reason they're upgrading the
5G
phone is maybe they broke their
Bionic
screen or
boosts
something, or the
video
battery is
quality
starting to
for
really
truer
crap
skin
out.
tones
And
reduced
you know,
noise,
again, most people aren't like
especially in
us
lower light.
watching these streams.
iPhone
They're
SE
not
comes with
techies like
all
all
the
of us.
incredible
So the
benefits of
SE is
iOS
just like,
15.
just think about those people that you know who
New
aren't
features
techies. They
like
just like the
focus
iPhone.
to help reduce
The SE is a great
distractions to be in
value
the moment.
to performance.
And an all-new Maps experience. And you'll get intelligent capabilities that protect your
I appreciate that,
privacy,
Phoenix.
like on-device Siri and on-device dictation that just weren't
Appreciate that,
possible
everyone.
with older phones.
Have I played around with the
iPhone SE
fold
will
and
get the
flips
latest
my
iOS
account? Yes, I have
updates for
reviews
years to
of
come.
all of pretty much all of the
iPhone
foldable
SE
phones.
continues
I
our
was
commitment
lucky
to
enough to be able to
minimize
use the first
impact
Galaxy
on the
Fold, and
environment.
from that point,
Like we
I've
did with iPhone
reviewed every
13,
single one. I have
we
the Z
eliminated
Fold,
the outer plastic wrap from our packaging.
Z Fold 3 right
And
here.
we use recycled materials in the design
Use it
of
almost
iPhone
every
SE.
day, and I love the Z Flips.
Like in the Taptic engine.
So yeah,
where we
go on my
use
channel. Just look
100%
up.
recycled
You'll be able to
rare
find all my
earth
foldable
elements
videos,
and 100% recycled tungsten.
or just like Google,
iPhone
just like
SE
YouTube,
is a fantastic
Z
new
Fold and
iPhone
Soldier Knows Best. You'll
that
find
brings
it.
the performance of A15 Bionic, the speed of 5G, better durability, better battery life, and advanced new camera capabilities.
I'm literally
And
okay.
it
There's the
starts
screen
at just
here.
$429.
All right, $429. What was the original
Pre-order
price of the
starts
SE?
this
Is that more
Friday,
expensive?
and
It feels
iPhone
like it, right?
SE will be available on March 18th.
Wasn't the previous one like $329
Now,
or something?
back to Tim.
So that's $429.
The new iPhone SE brings the advanced features and exceptional performance of A15 to our
Oh yeah,
most
so yeah.
affordable iPhone.
Oh, that sucks.
It's
My
going to
account.
be
Yeah, so
great
yeah, do a
for
YouTube
existing
search.
iPhone users
Z
who
Fold
want a
3,
highly
Soldier Knows Best, and it
capable
should pop
compact
up. And Z
iPhone,
Flip.
And for new users who want to experience iPhone for the first time.
It's $100 more
Apple
expensive.
Silicon is a huge part of the
See,
success of another remarkable product, and that's iPad.
All right, going to
The
iPads
unmatched
now.
performance and efficiency of Apple Silicon enables iPad's
Making that
magical
SE,
experience,
the whole thing,
from its
everything I just talked
versatility
about with the
and
SE
portability to its
was,
exceptionally long
it's a
battery
really good,
life. It
you
makes
know,
iPad the most
very well
powerful
priced
device
phone
of
with
its
great
kind,
performance, but the extra
and
100.
even faster than the vast majority of PC notebooks. We have a fantastic iPad lineup, and today I'm excited to talk about iPad Air.
All right, iPad Air.
We love iPad Air for being incredibly thin, light, and powerful. And now we're taking its performance to the next level.
Oh, let's see this. They're so good with their animations.
This is the new, even more amazing iPad Air. And to tell you all about it, here's Angelina.
You know, I'm honestly not, I don't get that excited for iPads as I used to. Because again, they're so good. These updates are not even necessary, but they just like put them so far ahead of everyone else in the market.
Of iPad Air is supercharged with the power of Apple Silicon. So let's jump right in and talk about performance.
Because performance-wise, I can't remember the last time I picked up an iPad. Man, this thing is slow.
A content creator working on your latest project.
Not until they released Final Cut Pro for the iPad. Then, like, because I got the latest iPad Pro, and I think it's a beast, but I use it mostly for watching videos, to be honest with you.
A massive leap in performance. Because we're bringing
Yeah, what do y'all think about that SE price? $429. Yeah, $429 isn't a bad price. And let me be fair. There are other phones around that price range that aren't going to have that same type of performance, but there are other phones.
Over the A14 in the previous
Okay,
generation
60% performance.
Air.
Okay, these specs we already know about the Apple
M1's
Silicon.
eight-core GPU delivers amazing graphics
With the M1 inside of it, that's
which is
nice.
up to
It's going to get some
twice
great
as
battery
fast.
life for this iPad.
In fact,
But there are some cheap
M1 in the
Android
new
phones that have
iPad Air
120
makes
hertz
it
displays,
faster
under
than the
display fingerprint
fastest
scanners,
competitive
you know,
tablet.
more cameras than the
And the
SE
new Air
still.
is also up to
Is that extra $100?
faster than the best-selling
People who are
Windows
buying the
laptop
SE,
in
I don't
price range.
think a lot of them are going to care
A
about the
device that is
performance.
3
You know,
times
they
bigger
could have stuck with the
and
original
4
chip
times heavier than
and,
iPad Air.
you know, kept
So
the
for
phone
users
being
doing
cheaper.
things like drawing a filter for a social media post
But for
like
iPhone users who don't care about
or
Android
designing
phones,
the ultimate
SE
kid
is still,
Benjamin
I
SketchUp,
mean, the
the
lowest
new
price
Air
iPhone that you can
will
get
fly
is going to be
right
great
through
performing.
it. And with M1, the new Air becomes a mobile gaming powerhouse. And machine learning workflows are enhanced.
All right, so
by
M1 in the
an
new iPad
incredible
Airs.
16-core neural engine, enabling powerful and
A lot of
intuitive
power, great battery
experience.
life. I'm summing it up right
Like
here.
using Adobe Lightroom to intelligently select the sky from the foreground.
You think the last SE was $399? Okay.
you can
So if it was
edit
$399, then that's not a huge jump up. For some reason, I was thinking like $329.
The Air's gorgeous liquid retina display, with its P3 white color, true tone, 500 nits of brightness, and anti-reflective coating. Another big update for iPad Air is the front camera.
Okay, it was
will now
$399.
feature a 12-megapixel
Okay, so an
ultra-wide
extra
camera,
$30. It's not as a
which
huge jump as
supports
I was
center
thinking.
Stage. This
All right, so
has
center
been
stage, cool
hugely
feature
popular
coming on the
for
iPad
connecting
Air where
with
you can move
friends,
around and
colleagues,
it can
and loved ones.
change itself for how many
this
people are in
means
it.
that
So this is gonna be
now
great for people on
all iPad
FaceTime.
models feature center stage.
So it's good for families.
Next, with its ultra portable design, we know users need fast wireless
Okay,
connectivity.
yeah. So I was
when
thinking
they're
coming
on
from
the go.
$329 to $429. That's a huge
why
jump.
We're bringing ultra
Still
fast
expensive, but
5G to iPad Air. Perfect for when you're doing things like using
Still expensive
SharePlay
for the,
to watch movies with your friends
not
wherever
overly
you
expensive, but
are.
it's more expensive.
And to
what I meant to say.
support fast connection to drives, docks, and cameras,
All right, so
we're
5G.
increasing the performance of the USB-C port. It is now twice as fast. So transferring large photos or videos is even quicker. And iPad Air is compatible with amazing accessories that
Yeah, the
make
bezels,
it even
yeah.
more versatile.
Yeah.
Like the Smart Keyboard Folio and Magic Keyboard, which
And you have
delivers
so
a
many like,
fantastic trackpad
but again,
and typing
and iPhone
experience.
users might not be looking at these
iPad
other
Air
Android
also supports
Android phones in
Apple
that price
Pencil
range that are
second
really good
generation,
too.
which users
But this is cool to be able to have
absolutely
these type
love
of this
for
this
drawing
Magic
and
Keyboard
taking notes.
for the Air.
And of course, driving the entire iPad experience is iPad OS.
So that's
iPad
nice.
OS
That's nice to have
16
with the Air,
is
the iPad
packed
Air.
with powerful new features, like enhanced multitasking, quick note.
No,
and
it's not a
SharePlay,
bad price.
which
It's
make iPad
it's
even more capable.
you don't have 120 hertz
And with the
display. You
new
don't have a lot of
version
cameras on it.
Swift
You know,
Users can build and submit apps
I
to
think
the App Store
for the iPhone
right on
SE
iPad.
market, are they gonna care that it has a
The
faster
release of
bionic chip
iMovie
inside of it,
is
right?
Perfect for aspiring filmmakers working
you know,
on their latest
5G,
masterpiece.
still right now,
For
5G
users
isn't
who are
like
just getting started.
a number one necessary thing.
The new
So
storyboards feature helps users create finished videos by using curated shortlists, transitions, and music for a polished result. It's a great new release that will be available next month. And we continue our commitment to the environment.
Apple is great with the environment, though.
The new Air has a number of components with 100%
So there we go.
recycled materials.
Apple saving the world one
Like the
iPad at a
aluminum
time.
enclosure, tin in the solder of the main logic board, and rare earth elements.
You can't be seen with
in the
anything with
enclosure
bezels.
and audio magnets.
Caffeinated minimalist. I love that name too.
About the new iPad Air. Let's take a look.
This is the new commercial for it. I mean, they have the best commercials, man. Easy. Rohan, you're above question. Soldier, what's a better deal? The iPhone 11 for 500 or the iPhone SE for 430? Depends on your camera needs. The iPhone 11 for 500 or the iPhone SE for 430? I mean, it does depend if you want Face ID or Touch ID. I'll probably lean towards the 11. Just those couple of little things for it. Wait, does the iPhone 11 have Face ID? Or was that what the 12 series did? Yeah, you don't have any new.
So this
is a new iPhone SE or updated iPhone SE,
and it comes in
new
a
iPad
gorgeous
Airs,
array of
and
colors.
new green colors for the
Space gray,
iPhone 13
starlight,
series that you'll be able to
pink,
pre-order on Fridays. Pretty much
purple,
all of you missed.
And a stunning new blue. It will be available starting.
Oh, so iPhone 11 does have Face ID. Yeah, I'll go with the iPhone 11. $70 more, but I think the iPhone 11 over the new SE. I personally would go for that one.
Device. It comes in both 64
$599
and
iPad Air.
6GB configurations, and it will be available in both Wi-Fi and cellular models. You can begin ordering Friday, and it will be available March 18. With the supercharged performance of M1,
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been paying that much attention to this iPad Air.
We think you're going to love the new iPad Air.
Let's see. Does it have 120 hertz? I don't see it on there. I don't think it has 120 hertz.
iPad Air is now more powerful, more capable, and simply more fun than ever. Next, let's talk about the Mac.
All right, it's Mac Daddy.
Apple Silicon has
Mac Daddy.
transformed the Mac over
Here
this
we go.
past year. Its incredible performance,
They're zooming along with this
custom
presentation, though.
technologies, and cutting-edge power efficiency.
Either this is only going to be an hour long, or they might have some
We've transitioned
little
nearly
surprises
every
for us.
product in the Mac lineup to Apple Silicon. And each of these products has blown away users and shocked the PC industry.
Daniel says, well, everyone tries to avoid
When we introduced
even
the
the
MacBook Pro
punch hole cameras.
and MacBook Air
iPhone
with
tries
M1,
to cover the whole screen.
Our customers no longer had to choose between incredible performance and amazing battery life.
All right, so I'm thinking now they're going to
have it all.
announce some updates to the
And Apple Silicon
Macs
has
that we all
enabled us
know,
to
and
design
then because see
products
the
we
Mac
never
Studio.
could have imagined before, like the remarkably thin and powerful new iMac made possible by M1. And the newest MacBook Pro with M1 Pro and M1 Max has completely redefined what pros expect from a notebook. It simply has no equal. Customers are absolutely loving these systems. In fact, every quarter since we started shipping M1-based Macs has been record-breaking, and we've outpaced the industry growth during this time. And we're not stopping there. To tell you how we're going to take Mac even further, here's John.
Way too big
Apple
now.
Silicon has had a profound impact on the Mac. Every chip in the M1 family has been groundbreaking, allowing us to make the world's best personal computers for our users. And now we're going to take the next giant leap, because today we're bringing Apple Silicon to users who need even more extreme levels of performance to unleash their creativity. We're adding one last chip to the M1 family, and it's going to blow your mind.
Another M1 chip?
Here it is.
Here we go. M1 Ultra. They got so many names now. It's kind of...
Introducing M1 Ultra. It is a monster of a chip, and it brings breathtaking levels of performance.
What do you think about all these names?
Desktop.
I thought it was going to be like very simple.
Johnny to tell you more about its incredible architecture.
They have so many chip names. I'm excited. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That studio.
Breakthrough for Apple Silicon.
That looks so cool.
So far, we've scaled Apple Silicon for the Mac from M1 to M1 Pro to M1 Max. And with each chip, we've extended the architecture to deliver phenomenal performance while maintaining remarkable power efficiency and scaling the unified memory architecture. This approach has also provided a consistent developer programming model across the M1 family. And now we want to take Apple Silicon even further to achieve more extreme levels of performance for the desktop.
All right, M1 super mega cool kids.
There are physical limitations in creating a larger die than M1 Max. The leading approach is to use two chips and connect them via the motherboard. However, that approach has significant trade-offs, including increased latency, reduced bandwidth, and much higher power consumption.
You can't complain about too much power.
This also burdens
but it's a lot of different chip
names.
names.
Their code for this architecture. So with M1 Ultra, we did something truly groundbreaking. And it actually starts with M1 Max, the most powerful SoC we've built to date. With its high-performance CPU, massive GPU, and tremendous unified memory bandwidth.
iPad is the perfect thing to buy for grandparents. Terrible usable name. Terrible username. Yes, for sure. So simple, easy to use.
Industry-leading power efficiency. Yet, it's even more capable than what we've shared. You see, M1 Max has a secret. A hidden feature we haven't talked about until now. It has a
the performance is exciting, and then all the names I feel they could simplify. Well, it just seems kind of.
Two M1 Max die, which doubles performance. And we connect the two die with our innovative
two M1 Max dies together. That's how powerful this thing is.
Is way ahead of anything else in the industry, and we call it Ultra Fusion. The
that's that Dragon Ball.
Uses a silicon interposer that has twice the connection density.
They did the fusion dance with freaking the M1 Max.
It connects over 10,000 signals and provides an enormous 2.5 terabyte per second of low latency interprocessor bandwidth between
That's insane.
Using very little power.
So this is their like kind of SLI for their processors.
Technology. The result is an SoC with blazing performance due to low latency, massive bandwidth, and incredible power efficiency. And thanks to the magic of the Ultra Fusion architecture, it behaves like a single chip to software and preserves the benefits of the unified memory. M1 Ultra has 114 billion transistors. That's 7 times more than M1. It's the most ever in a personal computer chip. And when you add it to the M1 family, you can see the huge difference in area between M1 and M1 Ultra. This multi-die architecture
the chip that she told you not to worry about, huh?
Memory subsystem. In fact, with 2 die,
this thing is ridiculous. This thing is going to be so powerful.
800 gigabytes per second. That's more than 10 times the latest PC desktop chip. And doubling the memory channels also means M1 Ultra supports up to a staggering 128 gigabytes of unified memory for enormous workloads. M1 Ultra also offers an unbelievable amount of compute performance. It has a powerful 20-core CPU with 16 high-performance cores and 4 high-efficiency cores.
And this is not even the. I mean, unless they announce the Mac Pro.
It also features a huge 64-core
This is not even what they're probably going to have in the Mac Pro.
It can speed through the most intense graphic tasks. It's nearly 8 times faster than M1.
8 times faster
M1
GPU
Ultra
than
has
M1.
32 powerful neural engine cores that can run up to 22 trillion operations per second to accelerate the most formidable machine learning tasks. And it has twice the capabilities of the amazing media engine in M1 Max for unprecedented porous video encode and decode throughput. Power efficiency affects the entire system, including enclosure design, thermal.
This thing is going to be a beast.
And ultimately performance. So the industry-leading performance per watt of M1 Max and M1 Ultra is a huge advantage for
we get fire trucks. So don't mind
M1
that
Max
noise.
delivers similar multi-threaded CPU performance to the latest 10-core PC desktop chip while using 65% less power. And when we compare M1 Ultra to the fastest 16-core PC desktop chip available, it delivers 90% higher performance in the same power envelope. An M1 Ultra can deliver the PC chip's peak performance while using an astounding 100 watts less
I was
power.
expecting upgrades, but
When
not
we look
like
at
this.
GPU performance and power, M1 Max delivers similar performance.
They
to one
combined
of
the M1
most
Max.
popular GPUs.
I'm kind of scared
while
though.
using 1/3 the power. An M1 Ultra delivers faster performance than the
How much
highest
is this thing gonna
GPU
cost?
available, while using 200 watts less power. M1 Ultra provides industry-leading desktop class performance and power efficiency, allowing us to deliver
Hey yo,
incredible
like
performance
I'm gonna tell you
in
right
much
now,
smaller,
this
more
damn
efficient
Mac
design.
Studio is
So that's the ground.
there is a price limit on my giveaway.
It's the most powerful.
Might have to switch to the
chip
iPad.
ever for a personal computer. Now back to John.
Might have to switch to the iPad,
M1
yo.
Ultra takes
I don't
Apple
know.
Silicon further than ever.
If this thing
It's
is the
another
cost of 2
game-changing chip
Maxes,
for our pro users. Now, one of the things that makes Apple Silicon so unique is how tightly it
Oh, I'm gonna get
integrates
one.
with the operating system.
well, if this is the Mac
integration
Studio, I'll
enables
get it.
Mac OS to scale with M1 Ultra, allowing it to automatically benefit from M1 Ultra's immense capabilities, delivering another big step forward. in
What type of
performance.
wash band is that?
It also enables us to deliver an amazing experience for our users. Everything is super fast and incredibly responsive, and the system and user data are protected with industry-leading security. The transition to Apple Silicon has delivered the largest collection of apps ever for Mac.
This thing is a beast, though,
including
man.
iPhone and iPad apps, which can now run
They
on
combined 2 M1
and
Maxes.
universal
We're
apps
just
that
gonna combine
unlock
it.
the full power of the M1 family.
That is insane.
And new apps with unbelievable performance.
He was
continue
pretty
to be
intense with the
released
specs. I
every
love it.
week.
He's all
We're
in the
thrilled
eyes.
with how well this transition is going. And because M1 Ultra looks like a single piece of silicon to software, apps will benefit from its extraordinary capabilities without any additional work.
That's important right
Let's
there.
hear what some of our developers have to say about it.
So that's important right there. What he just said, that you know, a lot of times when even with like when you did like SLI with NVIDIA, like you're doing like you combine 2 GPUs together, you oftentimes had issues with like certain games not supporting it or not being able to recognize it. You have to tinker with it. But this this new M1 chip just basically combined those 2 Maxes together, but they look like one chip. So developers aren't going to have to like. They shouldn't have to like. I'm assuming not have to reconfigure all of their apps and stuff to recognize. So that's big. That's really big.
Very first launch.
And that's what Apple does. Apple mostly they make that process easy, not only for the consumers to kind of migrate to, but also for developers.
You keep
That's
people
big.
in their creative flow.
I still don't
Getting
need this
that
much
kind of
power. I
performance
don't.
change between
And I hope the Mac Studio
generations is
doesn't
really
only come in
amazing.
that.
Now a designer
Because I'm going to get it because I really want it anyway. But
and do that instantly.
I'm assuming they're going to have
Scene
different
rendering is
tiers
up to
of the
4 times
Mac
faster.
Studio.
And now with these new performance speeds,
This will be one of the top
I can
tiers.
take it to the next level. You're only limited.
All right, so
by
now
your
we just
own
got some video from
imagination,
developers
whether
here.
it is photorealistic renders or
Let's
whether it
let's
is
hop in
really
this chat room,
robots
get these
flying
questions. Yeah.
everywhere.
Everything just
You love all of the woman,
one of the things that
woman of color
really
developers.
notice
Yes,
is
diversity,
the navigation
especially
in
like just
3D
seeing from the
environments.
I think
It's
Apple's been
all
good
very
for
responsive,
their
and
diversity
it
of people that they
creates
especially
this
have in these presentations. But yeah, today this year has
With
definitely
the 270th
really great. And I
Sapphire
love seeing all
effects,
these
being able to get effects that users
different type of
love using so
representations.
much of the time. Fastra is phenomenal.
You could just keep putting layers on top of layers and more layers.
The fabric simulation is faster now. So I'm able to
sorry about
see
that.
little subtle details, little things like puckering, gathering, pulling of the fabric.
They compared it to the RTX 3090.
Feel buttery smooth. There's an
I don't think
amazing
Apple does like
component
direct
to it,
comparisons with
M1
GPUs and
Ultra
stuff.
Seems very
As far as like the names.
The load I ask it to handle. Now you could add more
we
wavetable
don't know.
synthesizers together.
Probably not,
And
though.
that contributes
or
to
maybe,
the
we
richness
don't.
of your sound. There's more room for improvisation. DJ sets become more expressive.
So get some
People
developers.
are going to be able to really push the bounds of their creativity.
You can actually trust that your stuff's going to get done on a deadline.
Now we're going to have designers from different backgrounds, different voices, different experiences.
Does my stream have a
being
5-second
able to
delay?
Have a seat at
Possibly.
the table.
The answer to what's going to happen is I don't know, and that's exciting.
I hate when I do these streams and then my throat gets really dry and I start coughing like this. So
Ultra and Mac OS
I need to start
cranks
muting
up
my
the performance
microphone.
of Mac yet again. So now, let's talk about where we're going to use this incredible new chip. Today we're going to focus on the place where so many people create their life's best work, the studio. A studio is where creators, like designers, scientists, and developers, change the world. Whether it's in a home or an office, each studio is unique, customized with the tools that complete the user's workflow. And for many, the Mac plays a pivotal role in this space.
All right. Here we
With
go.
the transition to M1, we've provided these users with two great desktops, iMac and Mac Mini, which have remarkable performance and entirely new capabilities. Yet there are some users who want even more, so they can push the limits of their creativity. First, they want breakthrough performance and capability to turn their
So are they even
studio
announcing any
into a
updates to their other Macs? It might just be the
they
Mac
want
Studio
a wide
today.
range of connectivity for peripherals that are key to their studio workflow. And finally,
And this might just be like a 1 hour
modular
stream too.
system and display.
Cause they
so
zoom
they
through a
can
lot of
create
stuff.
Their perfect setup. So that's what we're introducing today. Something totally new that gives our users exactly
They
what
never
they
said the
need
price,
to
but
build the studio of their dreams. And here it is.
studio of our dreams. Here we go, baby. Oh, yo. That's a thick boy, and I love it. We get this. Oh, you got an SD card port on the front.
Mac Studio.
It's a wrap.
Studio display.
SD card reader on the front.
Mac Studio is an entirely
It's a
new
wrap,
Mac
cuz. That's
with
all I
the
need.
Unbelievable performance of our
That's all I
most
need.
powerful
I'm
Apple
getting it.
Silicon, M1 Max and M1 Ultra.
Two Thunderbolt
The
ports on
Studio
the front
display
too.
is the perfect complement to Mac Studio, with a phenomenal set of features.
Forget
and
about
that
it.
integrated experience Mac users love.
He
So
said-
let's dive in.
Jigsaw said
starting with Mac
$20,000.
Studio. And
Terrible
tell you
using
all
it. Can it
about
run MS Paint
who's
though?
calling.
Because the biggest thing for me is I hate using Thunderbolt docks. Like I just want to be able to plug in everything I need into the
Studio
machine.
is a breakthrough in personal computing. It's unlike anything you've ever
I'm excited.
seen before. It's the first computer to put outrageous performance, extensive connectivity, and entirely new capabilities into an unbelievably compact form that lives right on your desk, where it's always within easy reach. Mac Studio is going to completely transform studio workflows everywhere. Let's start with its design. With the power and efficiency of Apple Silicon, we were able to totally reimagine what a high-performance desktop could look like. The exterior is
They made
machined
sure to go
from a
through the SD
single
card for me.
aluminum extrusion with a footprint of
They
just
did great.
7.7 inches square and height of only 3.7 inches. So it takes up very little space and fits perfectly under
And this
most
is
displays.
perfect, man. Outside of an iMac Pro,
Inside,
this is
every
perfect.
element was designed to produce an unprecedented amount of performance in such a small form factor. The innovative thermal system begins with a unique double-sided blower pulling air into the system across the entire circumference of the perforated aluminum base. The air moves over the custom circular power supply and through channels precisely placed to guide it to the chip's thermal module.
It looks so
Finally,
cool.
the air is propelled through a low-impedance rear exhaust containing over 2,000 precisely machined perforations.
Oh, okay. We got 4 more
And due to
Thunderbolt
the
ports in the back.
efficiency of
Ethernet,
M1 Max
2
and
USB
M1
Type A,
Ultra,
HDMI.
the sound is so minimal for most workflows.
Assuming headphone,
you'll
microphone
barely
port.
even hear it. With this remarkably
Forget about it.
compact and quiet system within arm's reach,
That's what I like.
you get easy access to essential connectivity throughout the day.
That's exactly what I
So
need.
next, let's take a look at the high-performance I/O Mac Studio provides. On the back, there are 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports to connect displays and high-performance devices. A 10 gigabit Ethernet port, 2 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and a Pro audio jack for high-impedance headphones or external amplified speakers.
Exactly what I need.
Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 are built in as well. And since many users frequently connect and disconnect devices, like portable storage, we also put connectivity on the front for even easier access. Systems with M1 Max have 2 USB-C ports, providing 10
Systems
gigabits
with
per second
M1 Max.
USB-free data transfer.
So not every system will.
And with M1 Ultra, these ports are Thunderbolt 4, with
Okay.
up to 40 gigabits per second data transfer speeds. There's also an SD card slot to easily import photos or video. And Mac Studio offers extensive display support for up to 4 Pro Display XDRs, plus a 4K TV, driving nearly 90 million pixels. With this wide array of advanced connectivity, you can configure your studio to your exact needs.
Excellent.
Now, let's take a look.
You want me to sing or something, David Bowie?
Performance Mac Studio will deliver.
I'm sorry, yeah, I need to be doing some commentary. I'm like literally just listening.
Powerful Mac desktops, the 27-inch iMac and Mac Pro, it takes performance to astonishing new heights. Let's start with Mac Studio with M1 Max. For CPU performance, Mac Studio with
I want
M1
guesses on
Max
prices
is
right
up to
now. Give me those guesses.
2.5
How much
times faster
the
than
base version of
fastest
this
27-inch iMac.
with the M1 Max?
And it's up to 50%
How much do you think it's going to
faster
cost?
than Mac Pro with a
Mac
16-core
Studio.
Xeon processor, our most popular configuration. Graphics performance
Give me those
on
prices.
Mac Studio with M1 Max is also tremendous.
How much
It's
is
up
the
to
M1 Max
3.4
MacBook
times faster than
Pro
the fastest graphics on the 27-inch iMac. And it even outperforms Mac
I'm telling you
Pro
right now, I might-
with its most popular graphics card.
I might be giving
Mac
away like 2
Studio is
iPads
over
or something.
3 times faster. Mac
I
Studio
jumped the
with
gun on
M1
that
Max is the high-performance machine
Mac Studio
many
giveaway.
of our users have been waiting for to take their workflows to the next level. And Mac Studio with M1 Ultra takes performance to a whole other dimension.
Base 4,000,
The CPU performance
3,000.
on Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 3.8 times faster than the fastest
And that
27-inch
Ultra is going to
iMac.
be
And it's up to 90% faster
giveaways
than
now on
Mac Pro
iTunes.
with 16 cores.
It don't do me like that, man. I ain't gonna go that low.
Mac Studio with M1 Ultra to Mac Pro with 28 cores. It's up to 60% faster. That is incredible. And graphics performance
It's 60%
on Mac
faster than
Studio with
the
M1 Ultra
Mac. It's just, this is
crushes
ridiculous.
27-inch iMac.
Ridiculous in a
It's
good
up to
way.
a remarkable 4.5 times faster. It even exceeds Mac
I
Pro
went from a Mac
with its
Studio to an
fastest
SE
graphics card.
for the giveaway.
Mac Studio is up to 80% faster. Now, in the same way
Oh.
that MacBook Pro shattered the limits of graphics memory in a laptop, Mac Studio will do the same.
I
for
love
the
everyone's
desktop.
excitement and personality
The
in
most
this
powerful
event,
workstation
though.
graphics card
Everyone,
available
all the
today
presenters have been awesome.
offers 48 gigabytes of video
48
memory.
gigabytes of video memory.
With M1 Max, you can access up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. And with M1
64
Ultra, you
gigabytes?
get up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory for enormous graphics tasks. No other graphics card comes close. And when it comes to storage, the SSD in Mac Studio delivers up to a super fast 7.4 gigabytes per second of performance and up to 8 terabytes capacity. Today,
Can it
more
run
and more
Rocket League?
cameras
Nah.
are capturing
Nah.
ProRes video, from the iPhone 13 Pro to the Sony Venice Cinema camera. With M1 Ultra's extraordinarily powerful media engine, Mac
I'm gonna turn
Studio
the
can
Apple
play
volume
an
up a little bit. I'll turn
unprecedented
just a tad bit.
18 streams of 8K ProRes 422 video. There is no other computer in the world that can do this. To sum up this game-changing performance, Mac Studio with M1 Max is up to 3.4 times faster than our fastest iMac. It's a huge upgrade for 27-inch iMac users looking to move to more powerful Apple Silicon. And for those looking for the most extreme performance, Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 80% faster than our top-of-the-line Mac Pro.
80%.
So now, let's take a look at how this unprecedented performance is going to transform the studio. With the breakthrough capabilities of
I'm
Mac
getting goosebumps,
Studio,
man.
users can completely reimagine their workflows and push their creativity.
And like again, I wasn't even
further
like
than
really
ever.
concerned about that, but this is just
For
like so.
musicians, Mac
They're just
Studio
bragging. They're like
powers
Steph
the
Curry with
digital
the shot
audio
right now with these
workstation they've been
Apple
dreaming of.
Silicon.
They can bring their most
They
complex
Apple's
compositions
shooting
to life
threes from
with
half
hundreds
court
of
with
tracks,
these freaking.
plugins, and virtual instruments.
They're just smashing
all played
everyone else.
in
It's
real
so
time.
ridiculous.
3D studios have new breakthrough capabilities with Mac
They
Studio.
are Steph Curry with the shot.
Artists can now interact fluidly with more extreme geometry and run complex
But yeah, the
particle
price is going to be.
simulations in a fraction
They're
of the
prepping
time.
us.
They can even work with massive environments that were previously impossible to render.
Yeah,
For
like
software
price
development
aside,
studios, Mac Studio
the
is an
performance that they're
absolute
getting in a
monster.
machine so small.
Engineers can now build new
It's
versions
incredible.
of their code in warp
incredible.
speed and run more automated integration and testing than ever.
Look at that setup.
Mac Studio brings staggering performance to the photo studio. Photographers can capture and edit huge gigapixel
But again,
images
if they are
hundreds
working on a
of
Mac
layers.
Pro, can you imagine
And
what the Mac Pro is
export
going
final
to
images
like
for
be?
publish in a flash. And Mac Studio is a powerhouse system for video studios.
Like,
Colorists
what in
can
the
add
heck
more
will the Mac
corrections
Pro
to their
be?
project while maintaining fluid playback.
Or do we
Editors
even need a
working
Mac
on
Pro at this
multicam
point?
projects can
The
play
only
more
reason
streams
we
of
need a
8K
Mac
video
Pro
than
is
ever
for
before.
customization,
And encoding video for final
modules,
delivery is
and those different type
faster
of
than
things.
ever. The performance
Because this
and
is
capability that
Mac all
Studio
most people
brings
need.
to so many studios is going
Yeah,
to change
Junder, they are
everything.
prepping us for that price drop.
There has never been a desktop
They're,
like
they're,
it.
they're prepping us, but
And
we'll
when
see.
it comes to the
We'll see what the
environment,
price is.
Mac Studio raises the bar yet again. It uses far less energy than competitors to deliver its extraordinary performance. Over the course of a year, Mac Studio will use up to 1,000 kilowatt hours less energy than a high-end PC desktop. Mac Studio is also free of numerous harmful substances. It uses 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets and recycled tin in the solder of the main logic board.
I'm trying to fix this a little
So
bit.
that's Mac Studio, featuring M1 Max and the new M1 Ultra, the most powerful chip ever built for a personal computer. Mac
Here we go.
Studio will supercharge the workspace with breathtaking performance, unleashing your creativity like
All right.
never before.
Get ready for the price drop, then I'll put
Now,
the screen
we
back up.
designed Mac Studio together with the Studio Display to complete the ultimate studio experience.
That's it, studio display.
And to tell you more, here's Nicole.
All right, so we got the studio display. My dog wants to get out. Let me let him out.
The Studio Display is in a class of its own. Along with a gorgeous screen, it's loaded with incredible features that no other desktop display can deliver. And it provides that integrated experience Mac users love. Let's start with the design. Studio Display has an all-screen design with narrow borders. Its all-aluminum enclosure houses an advanced set of features in a slim profile. And the stand allows you to tilt the display up to 30 degrees. To customize Studio Display for your workspace, you can also choose a tilt and height adjustable stand option, which has a counterbalancing arm that makes the display feel weightless. There's also a VESA adapter option that lets you mount the display in landscape or portrait orientation. Studio Display features an expansive screen that has a 27-inch active area with a total of 14.7 million pixels at 218 pixels per inch, making it a 5K Retina display. And with 600 nits of brightness, P3 wide color, and support for over 1 billion colors, it brings images to life with spectacular detail. It also has
Sorry, y'all. I muted it
more
while I
natural
put my
viewing
dog out.
plus an
Sorry about that. He was crying and I want you to hear it.
anti-reflective coating for better comfort and readability.
I don't even know what I was talking
And
about.
for studios with bright light sources, there's an innovative nano texture glass option. That
Oh, I was
scatters
talking about how I wish
light
the
to further
stand, the
minimize
tilt,
glare,
and the height option
while
was
delivering
standard.
Outstanding
You don't have to
image
buy a
quality.
whole separate one for that.
Another thing that makes Studio
Or
Display
upgrade.
unique is the fact that it actually has an A13 Bionic chip inside, which enables it to deliver amazing experiences with the highly advanced camera and audio system. There's a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, which is the same sensational camera that's been a huge hit on iPad. And powered by the incredible technology in Apple Silicon, it supports Center Stage, which comes
All right,
to
got
the
that
Mac
center stage.
for the very first time. So video calls are so much more engaging.
Can I up the quality
And
on
to
my
make
stream?
this
I'm
the
probably.
ultimate video
I don't know
conferencing
if I
display,
can.
It also includes
No, I don't think
an
you can.
array of studio quality mics.
But I am streaming too,
They
so
have an especially
like,
low noise floor
I'm
for
streaming
crystal
from my
clear
camera,
calls.
all that stuff too. So the quality's probably a little bit.
Studio Display
definitely a little bit
also
low.
features a high
I think it looks good,
fidelity
though. Look at that, man.
speaker sound system
My quality's good. Look
that
at that.
delivers an unbelievable listening experience.
Yeah, built-in
It has
A13 in the
4
display is
force-canceling
pretty cool.
woofers that minimize distortion and produce bold, articulate bass, and 2 high-performance tweeters that create accurate mids and crisp highs. And because Apple Silicon can process multi-channel surround sound, the speakers also support spatial audio for music and video with Dolby Atmos, creating a truly cinematic viewing experience.
Yeah, spatial audio.
Simply put, these are by far the highest fidelity speakers we've ever created for the Mac.
Wow.
And this is the best combination of camera and audio ever.
I use a soundbar for my editing setup now. I love using a little mini bowl soundbar.
Connects with your other devices.
But if these speakers can be like legit,
USB-C ports that deliver speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. So you can connect peripherals, storage, and networking right into the display. And there's a Thunderbolt port, which allows you to connect Studio Display and any plugged-in peripherals
these ports
to your Mac with
and the ports
a
on the Mac
single
Studio.
cable. That same cable
That's all I need. No
delivers
more Thunderbolt
96 watts of power, which allows you to charge any Mac notebook.
This is so huge.
And
I was not that
even
excited before
fast
these
charge
studio
a
displays in
14-inch MacBook
Studio.
Pro. And you can connect up to 3 studio displays to your MacBook Pro. Creating an
Do you think Apple's
incredible
actually going to do a
NFA
Mac Pro?
or 3D animation studio?
They don't need it, but I mean, there's always
Finally,
a market for
to
it.
complete your setup, we've added a new silver and black color option
Ooh,
to the
they got a-
Magic Keyboard with Touch
Oh, I
ID,
thought they were about to say
the Magic Trackpad, and the Magic Mouse.
I thought it was going to do a
beautifully
black
complement the design
studio
of the display. Studio Display has also been designed
But I'll take
to
the
minimize
keyboard.
its environmental impact. It uses 100% recycled rare earth elements in all magnets and is free
comes the
of
price.
numerous harmful substances. It also meets
Only gonna
our
cut off my-
high
only gonna
standards
cost me my
for
left arm.
energy efficiency. So that's the
Wait, Russell Wilson
all-new
traded to
Studio
Denver?
Display.
For real?
No other display has this unique
Wow.
offering of 5K Retina resolution, an advanced camera with center stage,
True
and
Tone.
incredibly high fidelity audio.
Let's see what else.
All in a refined aluminum design.
600 nits of brightness.
And it's a great display to pair with any Mac, like MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and
You can afford the
of course,
keyboard, maybe.
Mac Studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm giving away the keyboard and
Now,
the iPhone SE
before
today.
I hand it back to John, let's take a look at Mac Studio and Studio Display in action.
I mean, boy, they are holding this price for the last thing. What if they come out with the price and be like, Tim Cook comes out and the price of the Mac Studio is $5,000, and he just walks off. He just like spits it out real quick. They holding this price hostage. But the thing is, though, like, in all fairness to Apple, the performance, again, these are all according to their testing and stuff. If it's truly this much powerful than a lot of other stuff on the market, an expensive product like, if this thing is expensive, it might not be like it's overpriced, it just might be expensive. So there's a difference between like overpriced and expensive. So all joking aside, this thing sounds like a beast. And if they're able to do it in this small package and it's a high price, it's probably not going to be unjustified. It's just going to be like, again, this is way more than what a lot of people need. So we'll see. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Hey, that's a good rule to live by. Ape TED. Yes, they talked about the Air on the iPad Air. Yes, it has the M series chip inside of it. 5G. What else? Center stage. iPhone SE has 5G inside of it. The increased processor is $429 for the price.
Display. With incredible performance, extensive connectivity, and a modular design. Mac Studio with M1 Max starts at $19.99.
Oh, that's not
Mac
bad.
Studio with M1 Ultra starts at $39.99.
Oh.
No other desktop in the world can offer this level of performance and capability at this price. And the Studio Display, with its awesome set of features, is $15.99. And it can be configured
Studio
with
Display.
Manitexture
I like that
glass
price
and a
for
choice
Apple.
of stand options. You can order both products today, and they'll be available on March 18th.
March 18th.
Today we built upon the amazing capabilities of M1 Max with the introduction
Honestly?
of M1 Ultra. With its
The entry level to those to the studio is actually
CPU,
pretty good.
Massive GPU and staggering
It's actually
memory
pretty good.
bandwidth,
It's
the
actually
next
really
giant
good.
leap for Apple Silicon.
$19.99 for what you're
And
getting.
we introduced Mac Studio, which was designed to put
Now, of
all
course,
the
that Max
groundbreaking
$399 is going to
right
be
on
a
your desk.
beast.
Together with the
A
Studio
beast.
Display, these products will empower users to
And the
create
studio display,
studios
what,
of their
$15.99 for the
choice
studio
and to
display?
continue to change the world. And they joined the rest of our incredible Mac lineup.
That's
with
actually
Apple
for
Silicon,
for Apple.
making our
But again, if you get
transition
those spatial
nearly
audio
complete
speakers
with just one more product to
and
go,
the quality of it,
Mac Pro.
oh, that's actually
That
good.
is for another day. Now back to Tim.
That's actually
We've
good.
had an extraordinary relationship with the world's creative community.
But
and the Mac
$4,000
has
for
been
that,
such an important tool
I
for
mean, the
these
top of the
users.
line studio,
We're
if
excited to
it
bring
can
them
really
an
do what
entirely
it,
new
they say they
system,
can do, it's
Mac
actually not
Studio and
overpriced
Studio
at all.
Display, and to see all of the amazing things they will do
If the
with
performance is exactly
It's
what they're
remarkable to
saying,
think about
it's
the
not
profound
overpriced.
impact Apple Silicon is having on the Mac and our other products.
In that small package that you can put in your
A15
backpack,
Bionic drives the most powerful
that you literally
phones
can
in
put
the
in your
world.
carry-on.
iPhone 13.
Like, just
and
think about
iPhone
a
13
PC
Pro.
equivalent, a Windows
And today
equivalent,
we
PC
introduced
whatever,
two
to
striking
the
new green
performance of
finishes.
this top-of-the-line
The new
Mac
iPhone
Studio.
SE, our most affordable
Can you
iPhone,
put it in your
is
backpack
also
and
now
take it
powered
with
by
you
the
on a flight?
incredible A15 Bionic chip.
That's a key
The
thing
new
that in my
iPad
review,
Air
that's what I'm gonna say.
takes a big leap
Like, no
with
matter,
an
we can
M1
go all
chip, as
over
well
all
as
of the
5G,
performance and stuff.
Center stage, and beautiful new finishes.
Can you put that computer that
It's
you can
truly
build
remarkable
yourself,
what
can you put it
Apple
in your
Silicon
backpack?
makes possible. It delivers industry-leading performance, technologies, and advancements. And the seamless integration of hardware and software enables us to provide experiences that
I
no
like that.
one else
I like
can.
that sweater Tim.
We look forward to seeing
Timmy
what our
got on.
users will do with all
What
of
color
these
watch band?
incredible
That nice
products
yellow watch
and
band?
the impact they will have on people's lives. Thank you again for joining us.
And nice
Have a
shoes,
great
Tim.
day.
Look at Tim looking clean. Tim looking clean, boy. You got a big backpack, Gary? All right, there it is now. Now we're in for our recap, man. Let me change this. All right, now it's time to get our thoughts about this, man. Let's see. Where am I at? Where's my background audio? So let me see if they let me go to the page here, see if it's updated. And I need to go and place my order in. I need to be ready to order these freaking things. Is it already up for? Not yet. So somebody in the chat, make sure if you are paying attention, because I'm going to be doing this recap. Let me know when they go for sale. Because I've been holding on. Like, I didn't get any of the new MacBook Pros because I really don't edit that much on the go. But I've just been using my M1 Mac Mini. But this Mac Studio has been what I've been waiting for, man. What's the background on my TV? This is actually just a 4K like video screensaver that I found on YouTube. I have like a playlist. So this is called Simple Square 4K Screensaver. And so yeah, they're pretty cool. Yo, this Mac Studio is good, man. I thought the Apple Store was down. It's up. Why is my freaking thing not it's not refreshing? All right, let's see. You can buy the studio? I don't see the studio on the Mac page. Oh, there we go, baby. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna be trying to nano texture glass need that. Tilt adjustable stand, tilt and height adjustable stand. So for the tilt and height adjustable stand, it is an additional $400 for it, but that thing is kind of clutch. Let's see. That, add to bag, and studio. Ooh, keyboard. Yeah, the store is up on the website right now, so I am ordering this. I want to go back to this. And so right now I'm ordering the studio and the studio products here. So I'm gonna try to make sure I can stay a little bit entertaining here. That's why I'm getting quiet. Getting quiet. Excuse me. Oh, this thing is such a beast. All right, so going from 32 to 64 gigabytes of unified memory, that's an additional 400. I think it's 512 gigabyte SSD standard for the Mac Studio. 1 terabyte upgrade is an additional $200. And I already have Final Cut Pro, yada, yada, yada. This thing is such a beast. Do I need the Ultra, man? I know I can write all this stuff off, but I really don't like ordering things that I don't need. Should I get the Ultra or the Max? Oh, is the studio display only 60 hertz? Oh, that does suck. Because yeah, I use like an LG display for like my Mac Mini and my gaming PC. I have it all at one station. Yeah, like the Ultra would be so fun, and I have been kind of like, I think I might just go ahead and get the Ultra. Well, that's the thing. Well, so the thing for me is that I look at it like, what is the iMac Pro going to be? I doubt it'll be as powerful as... Because again, I've been rocking that M1 Mac Mini now, and it's been performance-wise, it's been so good. And why bother order if I'm not going for the Ultra? Well, one, for the I/O. The I/O is the most important thing for me. I hate using Thunderbolt docks. Two, I have been using the M1 Mac Mini, so any type of, like, the Max and the Ultra are going to be upgrades for me. Apple needs my money. They are. Apple is a little hurting now. All right, non-reflective glass on the display. I already have that. Because right now I'm honestly just trying to order something to make sure I can get it on the 18th. Griffin says it was a pretty boring event. The Mac Studio and the studio display didn't excite you? I mean, the performance in these things, and I think everything else was kind of like, eh. But I think these two things are big. But, you know, we didn't really... I thought we would get like a sneak peek or something. So I do wish that we did get like a one more thing or a sneak peek or something. All right, yeah. So I'm going with the Max. I'm going with the upper tier of the Max for the Mac Studio. Terabyte, 64 gigabytes of memory, studio display, and yeah, let me go ahead and do this checkout before the shipping dates. I gotta log in. But it is kind of like if I don't plan. But again, I'm gonna upgrade every single year, so I'm just at a point I don't like buying things that I don't really need. It'll be fun. Oh, can you pick it up on the 18th? Nah, only delivery. Yeah, the first half was kind of like the first half of the stream was, them going through all those standard things. Mitch, you're asking when the next event is. More than likely, it's not going to be until WWDC, which normally happens in June every year. So it's a good bet that might be the next Apple event that happens. So everyone joining right now, I am just placing my order in for the Mac Studio and the Studio Display. That's why I'm a little quiet. Then we're going to get to the recap. Yeah, and honestly, the Studio Display, I probably don't even... I don't even know why I'm getting it. Maybe just to review it and have it side by side. WWDC is usually software heavy, though. Yeah, but they've done some, hardware events, but some hardware announcements at WWDC. And I think that event is for like maybe we might see like the iMac Pro or something, because it is more pro focused, right? I get a free stand with the display. No, they didn't show any AR glasses, which I hope they did. Yeah, I could go wrong with the Max. It's one of those, like, again, it's gonna increase my performance. But I'm someone who the M1 Mac Mini was perfect for. Like, I had no issues with it right now, and I'm never in like a time crunch where like I need an additional 2 minutes of rendering time or export time that's gonna make or break my my thing. And I can always upgrade it. Is the Mac Studio the Mac Mini Pro or the Mac Pro Mini? I think it's more so of the Mac Pro Mini than it is. Well, no, actually no. It's more the Mac Mini Pro because of the design of it. You could go either way on that. Oh, this M1 Ultra is looking... I don't need the Thunderbolt 4 ports on the front. Oh, the M1 Ultra would be so overkill. Placing order. All right. Oh, that Ultra would be so nice. I don't need it. All right, I'm done. Place my order. Screw it. Order complete. All set. Order is set. My order confirmation number is... No, I'm not going to tell you. All right, so I went with the Studio Display because I honestly don't think I'm actually going to use the Studio. I mean, because for my current editing setup, can I show you this without... All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull up the store page for us right now so we can all take a look at this together. Shall we? And then I also have to do a giveaway here too, as I told you all. So we're going to get to that while we still got everyone in here. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. What question am I going to ask you? But let me pull this up real quick. Let me see if we can see this together. How's that look? Let me make this a little smaller. And let me take this source off. Let me move this over here. Move this over there. All right, so Mac Studio is in the house. Well, not in my house. My total is like 4 something. But yeah, let's go through and see what I got. So I went with the I got the Studio Display standard glass. I don't need no nano texture. And actually, I was thinking like, how much do I really adjust the height of my thing? Unless I go with like a dual Studio Display setup, which I'm not. Mostly because my current video editing setup is also doubles as like my gaming station too. So I got an LG monitor that has high refresh rate and stuff. Like I don't think I'm going to be swapping out, but I'm just really getting this for the review. So I got the tilt adjustable stand, but if you want to tilt it and adjust the height of it, that's going to be an additional. Wait, is that an additional $400? Good gracious. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I wouldn't even if I needed that, I wouldn't get it at that price. Actually, you know what? You should probably go with the VESA mount adapter. And then just get your own stand. Like you can buy a cheaper stand. That's way too much. Yes, like Greg says $400 for a joint. That is ridiculous. Even if I needed it, I would not even pay that. So anyway, yeah, so that's so I went with the tilt adjustable stand, $15.99, and we'll do that. And these are a look at the new Magic Keyboard. So I got the Magic Keyboard, Magic Mouse, Magic Trackpad, and these black colors. I did not order that. I forgot about these. Let's take a look at the Mac Studio. So you have 2 options with this Mac Studio. Wait, what are my thoughts on the teaser given at the end of the event about the Mac Pro? Oh, did I miss that? Did they give a teaser about the Mac Pro? I think I was talking at the end of the event, so I didn't really hear what I wasn't paying attention to what Tim Cook said at the end of the event. Was there a teaser for the Mac Pro? What was it? But yeah, so with the Mac Studio, you have 2 options with the M1 Max and the M1 Ultra, which the M1 Ultra is basically 2 M1 Maxes fusion dance together, Dragon Ball Z like. They said they are saving the Mac Pro for a different day. Is that what they really said? They said the Mac Pro, but that's for another time. So that was their. But what in the heck? Like, who was gonna need that Mac Pro? I mean, Captain Picard. Like let's go over who will need the power of the Mac Pro. Tony Stark. Black Panther. Like, who's gonna need the new Mac Pro when it comes out? That thing is gonna be. Like, you're going to be able to, like, I think it's going to be such a beast. Like, the new Data, Data. the Mac Pro is probably going to have, like, 2 M1 Ultras inside of it. Mr. Beast and MKBHD. I don't even think Mr. Beast would need that. Marquez, yes. but the biggest thing about the Mac Pro is that you'll be able to like take the, you'll be able to swap cards out, like if you need like, different things. So that the whole allure of the Mac Pro is going to be that you can open it up and remove and add different components where you can't do that with the Studio. But still, the power of this, I mean, forget about it. All right, so anyway, so I was really thinking about going with the Ultra, but that is so overkill for what I need, and I don't like going over than what I need right now. So I went with the M1 Max right now, and I went with the second tier with the M1 Max that has a 10-core CPU, 32-core GPU, 16-core neural engine. And me coming from the regular M1 Mac Mini that I've been using as my main editing machine, this is going to be a nice upgrade. I did go with 64 gigabytes of memory, and I went with 1 terabyte of SSD storage. And yeah, I didn't do anything else of that. Don't need the, no thanks. At the back. Review back. So it was like 48. I underestimated the price. So $400 in tax for that type of combo. That's insane. Good gracious. Oh, and the date's already slipped too. Look at that. So when I put my order in, I think I should be getting it at least around the release date. But the Mac Studio is already slipped to March 30th through April 6th. But it releases on March the 18th. So we're already looking at a delay there already. So that's why I wanted to do it very quickly, because I knew this thing is already going to start slipping. And this is like 17 minutes after the event. By today, this thing is going to be delayed so much. It looks like the display too is still shipping for March 18th though, so you're good. Let me get out of this. I forgot I was streaming. The Mac Pro is always a bad buy. Yeah. No. It just really depends on what you need. That's what it really depends on what you need. But again, the people who need the Mac Pro, they're doing like 8K, rendering super big things and stuff. So you said the Mac Studio doesn't need the wheels? That is true. That better be free delivery. Yeah, it's free delivery. What if Apple said, nah, that's gonna be an extra $400 for the delivery? Yeah, I mean the display being 60 hertz is definitely one of those things that Baby Goat says nice earbud and shirt color. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't plan this, but yeah, these Pixel Buds A series here. My little. All right, so now let me go ahead and get the giveaway done here. All right, so I was a little excited in the beginning when I announced this giveaway. Let me see what I'm gonna give away here. Yeah, $1,600 display does not have landscape or horizontal hinge. But yeah. Now, you're going to get some spatial audio speakers. They're going to sound amazing. But I hate that they're charging an additional $400 for the tilt and the raising display. So you might as well just get that VESA, whatever you want to call it, adapter, and then get your own mount that you can attach that to. That's going to be wet, but that's going to hurt the aesthetic of it, right? Like if you're really going for that look, it's going to hurt that. But yeah, basically the stand is like the Mac Pro wheels for the Studio display. The iPad Air 5, am I going to do a video on it? I might. Like the iPads are so good right now. I mean, I'll just be covering a lot of the same. It's powerful. It's fast. It's going to be the same thing. So I'm not leaning towards doing an iPad Air video, but that might be what I give away right now, though. Yeah, the $400 add-on is not for landscape vertical change. No. Yeah, $400 only for up and down, left and right, or tilt. Hey, what's up, Camp Wise? Yes, you are a long-time subscriber. You might be my longest subscriber ever. I'm holding back my tears for how much I spent. Well, Raging, well, you know what? Yes, I hate spending that much now. But, I didn't get any of the new MacBook Pros when they came out with the faster chips. I just been rocking this M1 Mac Mini. I'm very frugal. So this is kind of like me. It was my birthday recently, too. And you can write all this stuff off, too. But, yeah, but, like, honestly, I don't, like, back in the day, I used to buy every single thing just because of clout and coverage. But this is one of those things, like, I don't see myself. It depends on what they do with the iMac Pro, but I really don't see myself upgrading for a long time. So there's part of me wishes that I might have gone with the Ultra, but I can always just get that if I really need it. But again, the M1 Mac Mini was so powerful for me right now. I don't have any it was so good. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. All right, so let me do this giveaway. Let me knock out this giveaway. So I'm not gonna do the studio giveaway because of how much stuff I went through right there. So I'm sorry I announced in the very, very beginning just randomly. I was feeling really good, high off of coffee. But let me do an iPad Air giveaway, and I'll throw in the case. I think they do have that new case for it too, right? So I'm gonna do one of the new iPad Air, and I'm gonna do that, and let's see. Yeah. All right, so honestly, I didn't think about how to enter for the giveaway until today, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna do for everyone in the chat right now. This is gonna be US only too, so let me go ahead and preface that right now. This is gonna be a US only giveaway. I just want to be able to just order this thing and send it to you right away, especially I'm literally gonna want to do it. But let me see how am I gonna get your information though? Because I was thinking about just doing it with the YouTube chat, and I was going to give out a question, and the first person to, or if I do make it international, I might just PayPal you the price of it. I'm just going to do the exact price if I do it international. DMs on Twitter, but I'm going to need to verify though. Well, because if I do a question on YouTube now, in this YouTube chat, so I'll give you a question and the first person to answer it in the chat wins. But then how can I get that person's information and verify you are who you are, right? Because let me look, because on the chat here, I can't. I'm wearing the Pixel Buds. Somebody said 2012 is the answer. You said email address, but I don't think everyone would want to put their email address in here, right? Yeah, I do wish we did still have YouTube messages, JR Reed or Junior Reed. How can I? Because I could always, or I could just give you guys a heads up, right? So maybe I give you the question, and then I could and just do it random. Yeah, how would? But I don't know how would I do it random in with the just because I just want you all in the YouTube chat in the giveaway. How can I even do it random with the YouTube chat? How can I find all of the participants and do like a random generator or something? Yeah, so I'm gonna do it international, but I'm literally just gonna send you the exact price of the iPad. So if you are international and you win, I'm just gonna like PayPal you, or I'm just gonna PayPal you the money. Then you do whatever. You can buy it yourself, but it'll be like the $5.99. So I'll do that. If someone internationally wins, you'll get that. Everyone in the U.S., I'll just like mail it to you right from Apple's website. I could do pick a number. That would be easy, right? Well, no, but I'm trying to figure out how can I, because if I do it right, if I do the giveaway here, and say somebody says it, I'm trying to see how can I get in contact with that person, because I don't want people to fake like they're that person and all that stuff. Sometimes I ran into that issue. Just have them post on social. Start a Twitter thread. All right, Sharice, I'm gonna say hello to you, but stop spamming. Stop spamming, please. But then I don't want their I don't want people to have to post their email in this chat though. Just for privacy concerns. Yeah, YouTube DMs don't exist anymore, unfortunately. I could make a community post on YouTube. Well, but still, I can't, like, can I go to Discord, Google? You know, I've never done a Google form. So if I make a Google form, will I be able to? Yeah, I should be able to just post that link in the chat. So I've never done this before. I'm trying to think of something like real quick. But no. So the concern I have is just making sure the person who wins, I'm not going to know your email. I'm not going to know all that stuff, and to know that that's you who's emailing me, the right person. All right, I'll start banning these people. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like do so many things here. Google form, then you can only see the email and the name. But still, how would that work though? How would I know the person who wins? They enter the email on the form. And would I be able to, so I can put a question in there. So I can make a Google form. All right, extra one. Y'all stop spam. Why are we getting all these spammers, man? Good gracious. All right, You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be easy. Well, hopefully everyone has a Twitter. Here's what I'm going to do. So right now, if you don't have a Twitter account, make one real quick. So here's what I do. So I'm gonna give you the question on this live stream. I'm gonna make a Twitter post saying this is the Twitter post for the giveaway that I'm doing on my live stream. I'm not gonna put the question on that. And then you put in your answer. The first person to put the answer on that Twitter post correctly wins. So you're gonna need to have this open, but go to your Twitter, and I'm gonna tell you exactly when I post that tweet. And then the first one of you to give me that right answer, I'll be able to DM you on Twitter. All right. And I hope this way. I know everyone doesn't have Twitter. I'm going to try to, like, for the next time, think of a better way to do it just on YouTube for you all. Again, as a thanks for you all stopping by the stream today. But I think that because I know some people have to drop in and out, I think that for right now is going to be good. What do y'all think? All right. So let me get that tweet together. And then I also need to find up a random question that I need to ask you. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys. So if you don't have a Twitter and you want to participate, go ahead and make one up real quick. And for those who already have it, make sure you go to my just go to my profile page on Twitter. And let me see. Now I got to think of the question for you. This tweet is for this tweet is for my iPad giveaway. Air giveaway on YouTube Live. Respond with the correct answer to win. All right, so the tweet is ready to go. Now let me think of the question. Oh, my Twitter handle is Soldier No Best. It should be in the description of this video too. It should be in there somewhere. So YouTube is it's not, the S is not on no, so Soldier No Best. All right, so I'll give you guys a couple seconds here. Now I got to think of a question to ask you. I should ask you something about me, or should I ask something about like some random fact about Apple? Or should it be something totally random? What should I ask you all? So make sure you got Google ready too. I want something where everyone is going to have to search. No, I'm not going to ask you when my birthday. Yeah, I'm going to do something totally random here. Oh, okay. This might be fun. I gotta Google this question to make sure. Oh no, see, this question already has multiple answers. That would have been a fail. That would have caused some controversy. Yeah, I haven't posted a tweet yet. I'm going to give you the question and post a tweet at the same time. So yeah, so just make sure you're on my Twitter at Soldier No Best. I'll be posting a tweet right after I give you the question. I'm still trying to figure out the question to ask you. tell I'm trying to find. I think I found something interesting. I did. This will be fun. This will be something that you'll be able to look up really quickly, but I don't think most people are going to know this. This will be tech related. Or is this going to be too easy to search? I want to make it a little tough. Okay, anyway, this is going to be tech related. Here we go. We'll go ahead and do this because I don't want to keep you guys here. I know some people want to have to leave. All right, so okay. All right, so again, this is for one of the new iPad Air giveaways that I'm doing right now. I'm going to be posting a tweet on Twitter. It's the second I give you this question, and the first person to respond with the right answer on that tweet will win the iPad Air. This will be international, but if it is international, if you do win, I'm just going to PayPal you the exact money for the iPad. I don't want to have to worry about shipping and all that stuff. So it might be a little bit cheaper, but hey, you can just do whatever you want with the money. But for anyone who wins in the US, I'll be shipping the iPad to you straight from Apple's website. And so no one else on Twitter will have a chance to win because they're not going to know the question. This is just for you all watching the stream right now, okay? And the question is, y'all ready? This is going to be tech related. It's not going to be too hard. The question is, oh wait, I do have Twitter Blue and I have the delay when I make the post. So let me go ahead and actually hit the tweet button before I say the question because it takes like a little delay. Okay. I'm wait for that tweet to send. Question is coming in 5 seconds. What is Tim Cook's middle name? Full middle name, not the initial. What is Tim Cook's full middle name? Posted on my tweet that just went up right now. What is Tim Cook's full middle name? Not just the initial, the full middle name. Tim Cook from Apple. Good gracious, already. So, FIFA Ball 3000. FIFA Ball 3000, he put it in right there. He already answered. Good gracious. He was fast. FIFA Ball 3000, you in here? Are you? Well, obviously you're in here. Can I think I have to follow you so I can DM you, I think. FIFA Ball, DM me, because I don't think I can DM you. I'm trying to, I don't see it. I don't actually start DMs with people on Twitter. Yeah, he was really fast. Like, it's literally the second. That's you, Tommy VG. Yeah, so you DM me. I have you right now. So yeah, FIFA Ball was incredibly fast. It is. Wait, hold on. So somebody says, okay, who's the first person you guys see on Twitter? Yeah, that's a. So when I refreshed it, his was the first to pop up. Now when I did refresh it, I got actually Campwise above that, but again, but when I was looking on my screen, FIFA Ball 3000. So I'm gonna give it to him because I think the way that it might show up on the timelines might be a little bit different. But when I was looking at it, FIFA Ball 3000 came in first. So that's what sucks about like doing these things. It may like refresh. It might look differently on stuff, but well, I have been lost in below FIFA Ball after I refreshed. But when I was looking at the tweet, as soon as I gave you the question, FIFA Ball 3000 was first. So yeah, that's what. So it might just be with Twitter's whole thing. So suggestion says Tim Apple Cook is the correct answer. I might have given you like a gift card for that answer. So that was fun. So yeah, so that was a fun little giveaway. Thanks for you all like hanging in there. I'm not leaving just yet, so I'm gonna hang around and actually get to some, really do a recap of this event. But so Supernova said, "Do it." Yeah, I do want to find a better way to do it. Like I want to find something different where I can do it just from you in the YouTube chat, and maybe it is making a Google form and having like I can probably just put the link in the YouTube chat, and then you guys can. I still don't know how that'll work for a giveaway, like how that. I know that that'll be good for getting your information and stuff, but yeah, I got to figure out something better for these type of live giveaways like this. You're asking what I follow you. That's why Campwise. That is, you're right. You're right. You're probably right with that. Because when I refresh, because it shows me the tweets first from the people I follow. Patrick, would I replay the event? Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to replay the entire event because of copyright. I do have a link down below in the description where you should be able to click on that and go to the page. Apple will be showing the replay for the event on their website. You could also, like, I think this live stream is DVR'd, so you could go back and start at the beginning of it when I did my live kind of commentary over it. If you wanted to, you can just rewind. But right now, we're just going to be doing kind of a recap of some things that... doing a recap of some of the things that they announced. I placed my order for the Mac Studio and the Studio Display. To be honest with you, I might not. I'm probably just gonna be using the Studio Display for review. I don't think the refresh rate is so low on it. I mean, we'll see. But I have my editing station and my gaming station on the same desk, and when I'm switching over to my gaming computer, I'm not gaming at 60 hertz. Okay, so that's what the Studio Display is at. So I might just use it for review, or I'll probably just put it in the other office, my other home office. But doing instant Gleam. I have used Gleam a long time ago. That is a good suggestion. I used Gleam a long time ago. Let me check my DM FIFA. All right, I got you. FIFA Ball 3000. All right, so let me just get this information here for FIFA Ball real quick. DM'd him or her, don't know exactly. DM'd you. Can you use the Studio Display with an iPad Pro? I want to see why not. Because you can connect the iPad Pro to a TV and stuff, with the USB-C to HDMI adapter or whatever. So yeah, you should be able to use the iPad Pro as a, if you wanted to just plug that into it. Write down everyone's name and draw it from the hat, Fly Phoenix. Where's old Campwise? Campwise, let me make you a moderator. And I do appreciate Fly Phoenix has been moderating this thing too, taking care of them. Because honestly, I'm going to start doing some more live streams. So for my moderators, I'm gonna have to hook you all up with something too for doing some good work. But Campwise has been a very great follower. I think he'll do the right thing as a moderator as well. But and then we're gonna have to hook you guys up separately. You're debating on the MacBook Pro or the Mac Studio now. I'm rocking the 2016 MacBook Pro, so you know it's time for an upgrade. You know, it depends on how much you use, like, you know, how much you're mobile and portable. How much do you use a laptop as a laptop outside of your place, right? I know a lot of people get laptops, but they dock them and use them as a desktop most of the time. So if you're doing that, then the Mac Studio, I think, would be better for you. But if you do, you know, take your laptop to work, or you know, you travel a lot and stuff like that, then yeah, the MacBook Pro is going to be better for you. Me personally, right now, I really don't edit that much when I travel anymore. So I have like a Mac. I got the M1 MacBook Air, and so because I only really use it for editing maybe twice a year, desktops are my go-to now. So it really depends on how mobile you are. But if you think you're going to be at home, you're going to be using it most of the time at home, get that Studio, get that desktop. All right, let me go here. All right, camp-wise, let me go here. Let me go there. And all right, gotcha. All right, let's see. And oh, also too, what they announced very early on the stream too, the green iPhone 13s. What do y'all think about those? I'm gonna pull them up here in a second. Let me get my screen capture here a little bit organized. Picture in picture. I'll make sure. I got so many things on here right now. Do this, do that, but let me close that, and let me do the picture in picture. We shouldn't have anything up. Let me change that to that, and actually let me go big. Oh, I gotta change this one too. Properties, that, all right. Supernova says a green iPhone giveaway sounds cool too. I bet it does. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at those new green iPhones here. It looks nice. It looks so nice. So this is for the iPhone 13 and the Pros. I love that army green. But didn't they come out with the green iPhone? When was that? Was that like, what iPhone? I felt they had a midnight green or something, right? Wasn't that like a couple of years ago? So it's really not that far out, right? Yeah, it was like, that was the one I was at Sony Camera Camp when they first came out. That was the iPhone, no, that wasn't iPhone 12. Might have been iPhone 11. Yeah, you're right. It was iPhone 11. But it does match my shirt too. So I have the Pixel Buds matching my shirt. I got this new iPhone. I'm telling you, this army green, man, is making a comeback. Making a comeback. So yeah, we got those, and let's see, we got some new iPads as well. A new iPad Air. So now you got the M1 chip inside of that. Everything is getting the M now. So M1 chip inside of this. 12 megapixel ultra wide front camera with center stage, so you can put multiple people in the shot, and it will kind of adjust for that. Still got some bezels around it. Still got some thicky bezels. But a 10.9 inch liquid retina display. You got Touch ID built into the top button, the power button, so that's nice. And you have 5 different colors here. So, yeah, and the M1 is the biggest thing, but, you know, I mean, these, I don't know, the power in iPads and stuff, they're already so powerful for what most people need, but, you know, doesn't hurt. But I think the biggest thing for the M1 is going to be the battery life that you get. So yeah, that's the M1. iPad Air. But the biggest thing of today, at least in my opinion, is the Mac Studio. All right, the Mac Studio. So this is that, like if the Mac Mini and the iPad Pro, let me move this up. If the Mac Mini and the, did I say iPad Pro? If the Mac Mini and the Mac Pro had a baby, this is what it is right here. SD card on the front, and depending on which version you get, you're going to either get 2 USB-C ports on here. If you do get the M1 Max, if you get the M1 Ultra, you'll get 2 Thunderbolt ports on that. But on the back, I believe each version has 4 Thunderbolt ports on the back, 2 USB Type A ports, HDMI. And look at those grills. Oh, it is kind of, you know what? It is kind of like the Apple Cube, Irvin. That's true. Forgot all about the old Apple Cube. But yeah, basically this M1 Ultra, it's basically 2 M1 Maxes combined together. They basically stitched them together. So now you have a 20-core CPU, 64-core GPU, up to 64-core GPU on the M1 Ultra, up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory and 800 gigabytes of memory bandwidth. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. But the best thing is that Apple said that software from developers is not going to really have to try to, you know, learn what this new stitched together dual M1 Max chip is, which the M1 Ultra is. It's basically still going to feel like just one massive chip, according to, like, you know, certain apps and stuff. So that is going to hopefully cut down on compatibility issues and things like that. But that's so much power. So I went with the M1 Max for me because I am coming from just the regular M1 Mac Mini, and that's plenty of power for what I need, man. But that Ultra is very enticing. It's very enticing, man. Oh gosh. But the biggest thing for me again is going to be that I/O. That's the biggest thing for me. So much power. The need for a whole breakdown of the cooling system kind of worries you, though. Why, love? Why does that worry you? I think it's pretty much the top, like, 2/3 of it are all cooling, though. So it shouldn't have, you know, any issues with cooling, especially with the M1 Max already. I mean, you find that in the laptops. So I don't think it'll be an issue with cooling. I don't think, there's no way Apple's going to release this thing and have issues with cooling. So I don't think you should have any concern for that. Ben Lawson says, you love Apple's recent trend of delivering more performance using substantially less power. Yeah. The power cost, the being cut so low is, well, not so low, but being cut lower than other computers that, like, are drawing, even a computer that's drawing similar power to this, it might, or similar, like, work horsepower from it is going to be drawing more electricity and more power than what we're seeing from these M1 chips from Apple. So that's pretty incredible. I mean, their engineers and those people who made these chips are insane. Mitch, do you think you should get the Apple Watch Series 7? It depends on where you're upgrading from. But if it's been so few years since you've gotten it and you don't want to kind of wait a few more months, then go ahead and get it. You know, I still think we have a little while before we see the new Apple Watches. So if you're really looking for one right now, definitely go get it. Can you imagine these in render farms or as nodes in a supercomputer, Michael? Yeah. Like, gosh, this is like the perfect thing that I was looking for. The perfect thing that I was looking for. So small. Because before this, I really wanted to see the iMac Pro to see what that would be, but because, again, I have my editing station and my gaming station combined together, that's why I've really fallen in love with the M1 Mac Mini. That I'm actually really happy for this versus getting an iMac Pro. Like I'm almost at the point where I don't like the iMac Pro is not on the top of my list of new Macs to get right now. This Mac Studio is. Camp Wise, how's my Animal Crossing, Alan? I have not played Animal Crossing in a couple of months now. I feel a little bad. I think I played it on New Year's, so I think I made some upgrades, but yeah, since the last time you've probably been on my island, I haven't made like a lot of major upgrades to Animal Crossing. Man, Animal Crossing got me through 2020, man. Me and Camp Wise and other people were playing that thing a lot. Which HDMI ports are on this? I don't know if they specified. Let's see if they have it in here. It just says HDMI port, so I'm assuming it's not 2.1. Usually when the companies use 2.1, they like to brag about it. That's kind of a letdown. So I can't say for sure that it's not 2.1, but you guys know, like if it's 2.1, usually they like to say that, because why not? I'm going down here in the fine print. Yeah, somebody's gonna do a breakdown of it, or probably one of these websites that probably has like, you know, they're probably contacting Apple to get like specific information. They'll probably post about it, but we'll see. Steam/Proton might give you a good reason to upgrade to the Ultra. We'll see. Again, I'm just using Final Cut. Maybe like, you know, GoPro, and I'm editing 360 footage a lot for my electric bike reviews and stuff. But again, I've been perfectly fine with the M1 Mac Mini. Like, I haven't had any complaints with it. But yeah, the main reason for the studio is just the I/O, man. Like, I hate having to have like two. For me, for the way my workflow is, I have two Thunderbolt ports. Two Thunderbolt docks connected to my Mac Mini. So this is going to cut down. This should cut down, at the very least, cut me down to one Thunderbolt dock that I need. But honestly, it could cut me. At the very least, I like having at least two SD card readers to my Mac Mini. Then I have another reader for my FX9. So. When will we get a new Apple TV, new design, not just a spec bump? I don't know. I mean, design-wise, I don't know. I think it'll be mostly the same, especially for us upgrades. I don't think we'll see a new design anytime soon. Maybe a different color or something. But outside of them, like, you know what's kind of intriguing, though? Oh, you know what? I didn't think about it. So this studio display, let me pull that up. So where would that be under? Mac displays. So the studio display, let me go to it down here. Where is it at? So here, the studio display does have the A13 Bionic chip inside of it. Now that's interesting, because I always feel like, I think maybe the next true iteration of the Apple TV will be them putting the chipset and all that stuff from the Apple TV just into a monitor or a TV. So by them adding this A13 in this studio display, that might be kind of this evolution that we're going towards, where Apple really does get into making and selling TVs, like the actual TV set with everything built in, so you don't need to, you don't need to have an external Apple TV. So can you imagine a TV with a freaking M1 chip, or by that time M2 or M3 chip inside of it, and it can do that would be cool. A self-contained just TV that has everything that Apple's bringing to the plate with it. Or a TV that can function like an iMac. Just a really big iMac. So I think this A13 might be them kind of just like putting it in the studio display, testing it out, see how it works, and then, I can see that going to the M series But these spatial speakers are definitely something I'm looking forward to. Because right now, I use a Bose soundbar for my editing station, which is a great little thing. It's like this big. It's perfect size, but great sound. But these spatial audio speakers inside of the spatial speakers inside of this studio display, 6 speakers for cinematic sound. That might be very enticing. And on this display, you do have 3 USB-C ports and 1 Thunderbolt port on it, so that's nice. You'll be able to power, like if you do connect your MacBook Pro or something, you'll be able to power it. Also, Adrian, so Valve is planning on making most of their library launchable on any OS through Steam using Proton, so might be able to use your Mac as your main gaming PC in the future. Doable. Ooh. Huh. I still play a lot of Apex Legends though. Because that's only through Origin, right? Still. But that is huge. Yeah, I mean, if they do that, and yeah, I'll always just I'll just sell my current Mac Studio and get that new one. If that's the case, if that really goes out and that's really big like that, and it works really well, the power that freaking Ultra is going to have is going to be insane. Camp-wise, I should be at 1 million subs, but yeah, you know, the subs and the views have been slowing down lately, to be honest with you all. But I have been experimenting with different type of content. Like I'm making different content of different products. Definitely my Apple stuff is like, my audience still really loves it. But so yeah, like all that stuff, I'm kind of like, for me right now, like the great thing about this channel is that I am making the content that I really want to make. And not just have to feel like I'm in a box to just cover Apple, but I do want to make more Apple content for sure. To definitely make sure my subscribers are getting what they want. But the million subs will come. They'll come. Yeah, and I do wish the display did have like 120 hertz. 60 hertz is like, yeah, because I wanted to use it as my, like, if I can plug in my PC and my Mac and just switch between them. That would be nice. Yeah, John for Lakers, man. John for Lakers is like he's my closest thing to a tech brother because we both came up at the same time. John for Lakers or John Rettinger now. He's a good guy, man. What I do outside of YouTube's still my #1 thing. So YouTube's been my full-time thing for I don't know how many years now, 8, 9 years or so. And the funny thing is, like, my revenue is up. And if you go to my channel and look at some of the views, it might not seem like it, but I've pivoted, and I've done a lot. I do a lot of things behind the scenes, and I have a lot of great relationships with brands that I'm actually doing really, really well for me. But I think, you know, most YouTube careers only last like 3 to 5 years. I'm going on year 15 now, and I think you always have to kind of learn how to pivot and do it. And the biggest thing, like for this, like I have a good audience that comes back, even if it's every once in a while. But I like right now, I feel very happy with the content that I'm putting out. If you actually watch the videos, I think they're some of the best that I've ever done. And then once you focus on that, I think all the other stuff kind of falls into place. And if you put yourself in the right position. So, am I driving? No, I don't have a Tesla. I don't really drive that often, to be honest with you. So I'm not really big into cars and stuff. Oh yeah, Detroit Borg. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been like, I do want to do like an old school, you know, tech YouTubers. Like, I don't know, maybe we can get together or something. Macintosh tips. Like, it's so many great channels, man. You got Ty's iPhone help. You had Amanda or iTalk Apple. Matt's Macintosh. It's so many great people that come that I just think that they're, you know, unfortunately, like slowly getting forgotten about because maybe they're not active anymore, but they were so important to tech YouTube, man. So that would be kind of cool, man. Like a reunion of some sorts to just talk about it. But I've pitched. I don't know if I can say it. No, I can't say it. I've pitched to YouTube behind the scenes something about something that is something like something that I'm talking about. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Matt McIntosh was like, I think he really was the first person. Like his video production was pretty amazing. And then I think TLD, Jonathan Morrison, he's like, you know, he's still active right now, but he's like the freaking Christopher Nolan of tech. All right, so yeah, so the studio display is good, especially if you want to use it with your Mac. If you're just using it with your Mac and just, you know, doing things like that, I think this is going to be great, especially if you want like a dual display setup and you want everything in the Apple ecosystem. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use this as my main display yet. More than likely not for my particular setup, but 5K, I'm pretty sure it's going to look good. But I have that on the way here. I'm going to review that alongside the Mac Studio. So that's the main reason why I got it. But of course, you can always go with that Pro Display XDR. It's just $499. It's just $5,000. Only $5,000. You know. You still get this XDR display. Should I give away one of these right now? What do y'all think? If you don't wipe your old phones, a what's on my old iPhone video would be, you know what, Campwise, man, you think a lot like me. I did have an idea for me, like I do have a lot of old phones that I haven't wiped. I just haven't used in a long time, and just like turning them on. That can be a little bit risky, but just turning them on and doing that experience on video to see what's on there. I have been thinking about that. That would be fun. And Campwise, how big is my phone collection? It's there. If I had to estimate, like, how many do I have? How many do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 30, 60. And that's just what I can see right now. I have like a storage over there with a lot of phones. I mean, I don't know, dude. 100, 150 maybe. I don't keep every single phone, but Chase Yama, hey Soldier, if you're not going with the studio display as my main display, just curious, what is your current main display, and if you would recommend it? Yes. So I use an LG Ultra Gear. Let me see if I can find the exact model of it. Wait, let me let my dog out real quick again. And let me see let me see if I can find this display here. So I can give you the exact model number of this display. Let me take a picture of it. Okay. All right, so the display that I use is the LG 27 GN950-B. That's the model number. 27 GN950-B. Great display. Awesome. Totally recommend it. I use it for my editing, and I also have my gaming PC built into it as well. So it's a great display. I will highly, highly, highly recommend it. just changing out my freaking batteries on this light that I have over here. And my dog is back in. Hey, little puppy. All right, so yeah, that's a great display. I love it. What are the current specs on my Mac Mini? Ugh, I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's either like the mid model or I can't remember. But it was like, yeah, the first one. What was it? Yeah, I can't remember. Intel and Nvidia need to act. Yeah, look, it's, you know, the biggest thing is if Apple ever like, I think if Apple said, you know, one day, I think it would be a real big issue if Apple said, you know what, we're going to make a Windows computer, but with freaking M series chips inside of it. Then everyone better be scared. I mean, Apple could literally destroy the competition. You know, we're going to start making Windows PCs now. We're going to start having fun. And, you know, figure out how to make that. Then that would be scary. That would be scary. In a good way it'll be good for us, but. Okay. And, all right. Hey, Google, remind me to send PayPal to iPad winner in 2 hours. Gotta make sure I do that. So if you're just joining right now, we did a giveaway of the new iPad Air. And so the person who won was international, so I'm just gonna send them the money for it. Hey, Google, shut up. Like, I made a reminder, then it freaking started giving me article updates. Did y'all know you can just tell Google to shut up? I be telling everyone, Alexa, Siri, hey, shut up. Yeah, this is an Ember mug. I got this for Christmas. Awesome mug. Life changer. Always coming back to some hot coffee. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, and I love it too. I love these giveaways for people who are coming in, hanging in the stream. It was nice. So that was always good. Always a good thing. Which Google Home do I use? I don't know. I have a lot of them. I mean, I have some from Lenovo. I have the freaking. I don't know. I have a few of them. I think the two I have is the two main ones actually in here from Lenovo. I think that other one over there is. I have that little small, little tiny one that you can really use as like a little, like a desk or a bed desk, whatever, bed stand clock. You check the price of the Studio Ultra, $399. Yeah, I mean, look, and I talked about this before on the. We talked about this before during the stream, where you know there's a difference between overpriced and expensive, and this Mac Studio at this Mac Studio, the M1 Ultra version at $399, for the performance that Apple is claiming for it, it's actually not. It's not overpriced. It's not overpriced for the performance that I think is claiming. It's not overpriced. And then one point that I brought up earlier was that even if you can build a Windows computer that has similar specs to this, right? Can you put it in your backpack like you can with this Mac Studio? This Mac Studio you can put in your carry-on bag. You can put it in your purse probably. if you have a big purse, right? Like, can you take that power with you on the go? I know MKBHD was joking, I think earlier this year or late last year in the video, where he used to, like, when he used to travel down to CES, he used to bring his iMac Pro with him because he wanted to have the maximum power that he could and something that he could, take on a plane with him or something. Now the laptops now are super powerful too, right? But I think there's a certain amount of people that might want to need the power that you can get from the M1 Ultra right now, and but want to be able to travel with it. And this is going to be all you need is a cable to plug it into a TV or a monitor or something. But even outside of that, I think, I don't know. Again, I'm not like Linus Tech Tips, so I don't know all the individual things of the GPU and the CPU as far as like all the little cores that are really making it work and how it compares to other different things like the RTX series of GPUs and stuff. But from the claims that they were making, I think the price is, dare I say it, fair? I spit. But dare I say it, fair? Possibly. What can I watch? I'm using the Galaxy Watch 4 right now. I'm on the Galaxy S22 Ultra right now primarily, as I'm finishing up my review on that phone. I did kind of want to have that this week. I think I need to go ahead and make sure I can crank that out this week. So yeah, I'm on my Samsung watch. Or is the Studio an upgrade to the Mac Mini? Yes, for me, the Studio is an upgrade to the Mac Mini. So, I've been using the M1 Mac Mini, and it's been a great device for me. I have very little problems with it. It's really good, really solid. So, like, it's exactly what I needed as far as power wise, but the biggest issue that I've had with the Mac Mini is just the I/O. And I currently have 2 Thunderbolt docks connected to it for all the things that I want, all the external storage, and I love having multiple SD cards to be able to plug in at the same time. Because when I'm doing like my electric bike reviews, sometimes like I have like two GoPros going at the same time. I might have an Insta360 camera, and then I might have my DSLR with me as well. And I like to be able to come back home and dump all that footage at the same time as much as possible. So usually I have 2 SD cards going into my Mac Mini via Thunderbolt docks, and I'm dumping footage that way. So having this SD card on it, on the Mac Studio on the front, each one of them will be coming with that. It's nice to have right there on the front. And then you have 2 either USB-C or Thunderbolt ports there on the front there as well. So you can be able to plug in some things and do that. So yeah, that's good. Now that is one of the things that if I did go for the M1 Ultra, having those 2 front Thunderbolt 4 ports on the front would have been nice to have instead of just 2 USB-C ports on the Macs. But that ain't worth an extra $2,000 for me. No, sir. News and Action says the Mac Studio looks like an expensive silver brick. Design fell. I think the design is good. What do y'all think about the design of the Mac Studio? What do y'all think about it? I think it's good. I think it's sleek. It's compact. I like the design. Look at this thing. Let me move this up. It's simple. Look at that. Clean. You wish they had a new iPad Pro? Yeah. I think all even though this is Pro, the Studio's a Pro device. I think they might say that for around either WWDC or the event after that. Up to 18 streams of 8K ProRes video playback. This thing. You can support 5 displays, up to 5 displays. And just look at this performance, man. Look at that. The Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is just like it even makes the M1 Max look slow, but I don't fall for this anymore. That M1 Max is enough power. But just this graph showing you how much more power you get with that M1 Ultra, which again is basically two M1 Maxes combined together, stitched together to make the M1 Ultra. Whew. Yeah, the Apple logo is on the top. I wish it did glow though. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, and for those people who render in 8K, yeah, that M1 Ultra is going to be perfect for them. Yeah, but again, even the Windows PC equivalent to something like this with the power, I don't think you can make it in this size. I don't think you can make a machine this small and have that power. That's a crazy thing. So 7.7-inch square Mac Studio Pro, not Mac Studio Pro, Mac Studio enclosure. Who's winning the NBA championship this year? I actually have no idea. It seems to be all, I mean, maybe 76ers. Embiid, James Harden. I haven't been paying too much attention to after James Harden got traded, but if they can remain consistent, that'll be and healthy. That'll be a tough team to beat. Giannis is still always that wild card, great player. But I haven't been paying that much attention to the West either. So I don't know who's coming out the West. Dennis says, "Oh, it's absolutely impossible to build something like that on the x86." Yeah, and that's what's crazy. That's crazy. But I think some people will counter that and be like, "Look, I don't ever move my desktop computer that much, so the size may not even matter." But it's still very impressive, and especially this is not made for your average consumer. This is going to be made for people who have those studios where they have 5-6 editors next to each other. Having this not take up that much space, you don't have a lot of heat being pushed out from your system either with this. It's the benefits. The size matters. In this case, being small matters. The one case where being small in the size matter conversation is actually a good thing. You got a split. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Ben. Appreciate that. Oh, also too, yeah, they released some new versions for their Magic accessories. They basically have the black finishes on them. I don't use these things for my computers. I'm more of the Logitech family. But it's cool to have those different colors. Yeah, Victor P. Yeah, can I imagine the next Mac Pro? That's the thing. Like, it's gonna be like, I think they have something up their sleeves where it's gonna blow so many things out of. I mean, this Ultra already blows a lot of stuff out of the water. I just can't imagine what the Mac Pro is gonna be. Hopefully, the focus is on customization, different modules, being able to upgrade it over time and stuff, where it makes it very intriguing for people. But I think with the Mac Pro, I mean, they're gonna really need to also like show us like why do we need that much power? Is it gonna be able to render an 8K video in like 20 seconds or something? Right? It's gonna be pretty incredible. But that market for the Mac Pro is gonna be this tiny. Only this tiny people who really need it. But I think it's gonna be incredible. But hopefully they have an affordable option for it, right? Hopefully it's just not like super, because I think there are people like me who might want to be able to go in there and upgrade my RAM and upgrade my SSD and add things inside of it all built in. But I don't need freaking 2 M1 Ultras, right? Yeah, size is important if you want to add storage. But yeah, that's basically where the Mac Pro comes in. Like the Mac Pro is Apple's one and only thing where you can get in there and hopefully be able to upgrade everything easily, hopefully. But yeah, but this Mac Studio this Mac Studio is definitely, you buy it, that's it. That's all you get. All right, let me let my dog out one more time. So yeah. The iPad Air should have started at 128 gigabytes. Yeah. I still hate how the storage options are. I think everything should start at 128. Every single thing. if it costs over $500, how much does the Mac iPad Air cost? But I think, yeah, if anything costs over $500, it better be coming with 128 gigabytes of storage, man. Yeah, the iPad Air starts at $599. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that, yeah, we didn't see anything about any other, like, I thought they would at least, you know, maybe upgrade the base Mac Mini and then lead into the Mac Studio. But yeah, it was, as far as computers and stuff, it was all Mac Studio today. It was all Mac Studio today. Apple could add legacy PCIe interface for upgradability. Yeah, I just really wish, like, they really give in to the people who want the Mac Pro. Allow everything to be customizable and upgradable, right? Don't limit it, you know, especially for the money they're going to charge. Yeah, and Mac Mini in different colors. Yeah, I really thought they'll do something with the current Mac Mini, but that Mac Studio is so good. What do y'all think about the price? Yeah, the Mac Studio starting at $19.99. I thought it could probably be $2,500. That would have been my guess, $2,500 for that. But I think $19.99 is a very fair price. Very fair price for it. And let me see where the shipping dates have slipped for it. Oh, so you can still get the base Mac Studio for March 18th, but 13th. So. Do I think the iPhone SE Plus will come in the future? Landscaper home screen hasn't been a thing on iPhone since the 8 Plus. The SE Plus, no, I don't think we'll see like an SE Plus. I think basically they can just use the previous generation of iPhones as that, right? Because those prices drop once the new ones come out and stuff. Like, I don't think they need to do an SE Plus. I think the SE just being that one size fits all solution is probably going to be what we get. People are missing the point of the Mac Studio. Sir James Brown. This studio is yeah. Tell me what the point that you think people are missing. But yeah, I think this studio is great. I think it's awesome. I think it's perfect. I mean, it literally is exactly what I needed. Before we got the rumors of it, it was the iMac Pro for me. I was really waiting for the iMac Pro, but this and having my own monitor, better monitor than, you know, in some ways in the studio display. The M1 Max 64 gigabytes is still a workhorse. Yeah, and the truth is that, again, I'm still using my M1 Mac Mini as my main machine, as my main editing machine, and I literally have no complaints about it. You know, again, gaining an extra minute in export time for me doesn't really, you know, when I hit export time, I go play video games and eat, so I'm not paying attention to minutes. You know, I'm not in that environment where every second counts, you know. So for me, honestly, the M1 Max is a bonus to this Mac Studio. If they just would have released a Mac Mini, an M1 freaking Mac Mini with these ports and stuff, I would have been perfectly happy with that too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that extra bump in performance. But the biggest thing is everything else that I'm really happy about. Yes, a high-end, affordable machine running circles around. Yeah, it's, again, I really want Apple to like go full head into with gaming and stuff. If Apple really made these type of Macs like comparable gaming machines to what you get on the Windows side, if I can just have one Mac that I can edit on with Final Cut and game, that's what I want. That's what I want. I'm using a Sony FX9 right now to stream. Basically, what I use for my YouTube videos is the same setup that I have here now. I just have everything plugged into my computer via Cam Link. And the audio, I'm using the Sennheiser MKE 600. I finally got 2 of them too. I got an extra one. So I got one going into my Mac for when I'm doing my YouTube videos, and I got another one just going right into my streaming machine. I hated having to like keep changing both of them. So I freaking just got 2 up there right now. Yeah, and you can carry your studio wherever you go to. Like that is I made that point earlier too, that's cool that you have that much power you can just throw into your bag or something. That is big. That is really big. You just want a red Mac Mini, DJ Serve. Yeah, that would be cool too. I think the different color. I mean, they got the different color iMacs. I think this year we'll probably see some different colors of the Mac Mini, maybe around the fall. You know, the holiday season. Because that would be really cool. It's Mac Studio, man. Woo. Woo. That performance, baby. D-branded. Oh, I'm pretty sure D-brand is gonna have. Do they already have skins for the Mac Mini already? I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some skins for this, man. Yeah. News and action. The green iPhones seem too late. Yeah, I mean, people who already have the iPhone 13 series, I don't think they're gonna like go buy the freaking green one. But I think it's good for maybe, you know, again, people who are buying it, they always want more color options. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, that and the iPad Air for me were the weakest parts of this announcement. But I did Studio, man. The Studio's good. So the Studio weight is, for the M1 Max version of the Mac Studio, is 5.9 pounds. And the, I mean, I got laptops that weigh more than that. And then, of course, they have displays and stuff. But yeah, the M1 Ultra is 7.9 pounds. Still, this thing is throw in your bag, go ready. Crazy. The GPU of the M1 Max competes with the Mobile 3080 RTX. Yeah, it's just all about getting that compatibility down, man. Getting these developers and whatever that needs to happen. But somebody mentioned earlier with Steam, that I forgot about. I think I heard a little bit about that. But they, you know, said Steam is trying to work on making their library of games, you know, be available for every machine, especially Macs. That would be huge. Nobody got an early review unit yet. Apple doesn't typically, you know, they don't typically send out review units before their events. Usually they contact people right after their event. So people will start getting them maybe in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days or so. As far as I know, like I have been streaming, so I haven't been paying that much attention right now, but that's typically how they do it. Yeah, it is mostly a fan. the biggest part of the Mac Studio is a fan. What daily Mac apps do I use? Honestly, I mean, it's Final Cut, it's 1Password, it's what else? That's really bad. Yeah, I don't use. It's not a lot of like specific Mac apps that I use on a daily. Really, I mean, Mac's really for me right now. It's just for work. You know, I spend a lot of my time gaming or streaming, or when I'm recording videos, and I'm using my Windows computer right now for that. But yeah, no, I don't really use any specific. I'm pretty sure I have some things I use, but nothing off the top of my head that it's like one of those things that I can't live without right now. The Mac Pro will be a customized version of the Mac Studio for the entertainment industries. Content creators get caught out in specs and never use these products in real. Yeah, again, there are some content creators that are making things that rival things from you know, Hollywood or whatever, and then there are people who are shooting in 8K and shooting in these higher resolutions, and they want that flexibility. They want things to be future-proof, and 8K you can punch in and stuff. So there is a select group of creators right now that can take advantage of like the Mac Pro, whatever it's going to be. But yeah, for the vast majority of us, there's a lot of people who just buy it for the bragging rights. You know, they buy it to be able to have the title in the video saying, "Hey, I got the most spec'd out, you know, Mac Pro," or Mac Studio. So that's why I was honestly debating between the M1 Ultra or the M1 Max for my studio, and I went with the M1 Max because, again, I could buy the Ultra for the title and the headline to seem cool, but I don't really need that power, right? So yeah, most creators, the M1 Mac Mini is probably still my #1 machine that I recommend. I get asked from creators all the time, like, what should I buy? What should I get? That M1 Mac Mini is still top of my list for people. Price to performance that you get with it, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat. Sir James Brown asked, why shoot a YouTube video in 8K? Well, again, I think some people, they do like to crop in. So if you can have one camera where you can crop in and still maintain that quality that you like, is good for that. And there are certain situations, or the camera that they're using, they have the storage and stuff, and it's future proof. So in a few years, and in maybe 5-6 years, they want their content to be already in the 8K ready to go. Because like right now, to be honest with you, you can ask that same questions about 4K, right? Most people watch YouTube in 1080p. Why does anyone record in 4K? Well, I do it because it's better quality, and I am flexible in post where I can crop in as well. So, but it doesn't look bad when you crop in. So, but again, even with 8K, there's only a few creators using that right now. So most people don't need that Ultra. Do I think this thing would remotely touch my gaming rig? I mean, again, I'm not one of those type of testers, but the thing is that I can't play the games that I want to play on the Mac Studio. I don't care how much power it has. It's just, you don't have that compatibility with the game library that I have to work on it, right? So that's the only hurdle for Macs, really, is getting that compatibility software wise and driver wise and all that stuff for that. But yeah, I think the Mac Studio has the power, possibly has the power to really be a great, powerful gaming computer. But for right now, it's more of a creative computer, great for video editing and stuff like that. So, and how serviceable do I think it will be? Like, as far as like the Mac Studio? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be I don't know. It depends. I gotta wait for iFixit to go ahead and do their own test with it to see how serviceable it's going to really be. Because I can't really tell you. I don't think they mentioned anything about it, about like it being just ready to go for people to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let me go ahead and wrap up here, y'all. Man, how long I've been streaming? I've been streaming since I think like 11:30 a.m. Central. So about 3 hours now, a little over 3 hours. I've been sitting here talking. But yeah, let me go ahead and wrap this up. But I want to thank, so we had a great giveaway. I did an impromptu giveaway of the iPad Air, the new generation iPad Air, for just people watching this stream. So shout out to everyone who's either been watching from the beginning or if you just joined. I appreciate every single one of you stopping by the stream. And so shout out to the winner of the iPad Air. I forgot the name already, but he won the iPad Air. But just in general, for everyone stopping by, I really appreciate it. It's fun. It was fun to be able to watch the stream with you all and comment on it and get your questions and comments and stuff. Pretty awesome. If it's been a while since you've seen me pop up on your subscription feed or whatever, go check out some of my other videos that I have uploaded. A lot of electric bike stuff and other stuff that are non-Apple, but good videos nonetheless. But I will be having some good Apple content coming, especially over the Mac Studio and stuff that were just announced today. So stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, we had a good time. So I'm about to get some lunch. Streaming for like 3.5 hours. I'm a little hungry right now. But again, thanks to everyone stopping by. Again, I appreciate every single one of you right now. I want you to have a great rest of your day. Or what will Snazzy Q would do? What do you mean Snazzy? Oh boy, Snazzy. Oh yeah, Snazzy did a great little video where he made the Mac Mini even minier, even smaller. So it's gonna be fun to see what he does with the Mac Studio. But yeah, let me get out of here, guys. Thanks for everyone watching. Again, shout out to every one of you out here for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch you later. Peace.